making sure that we're getting our basic responses to stimulus down. In other words, like, when you react to fire, make sure you're doing that correctly. That kind of thing, making sure our radio checks on the VIX were good. So today we're going to build upon that. Now, we discussed this at some length before, but I'm going to do it again real quick. Typically, whenever we are carrying out a squad maneuver, like let's say against enemy contact, once we get through that initial phase of laying Scunion, getting online, and jacking these guys up, we start maneuvering against it. Generally speaking, like if you turn your attention to the east side of the map, I've got some dots down. So, for instance, you'll be traveling like in traveling Overwatch, and stand by, trying to do two things at once. And let's say that there's bad guys up here to our front, yada yada. We get online like so. Usually that will be Bravo at the front, and then Alpha will move to flank. Well, in this particular case, right, something I want to make sure that we're hammering out as a squad is to make sure that you're actually doing this and not just brain dumping at the onset of contact, right? Like, we need to make sure when Alpha's coming up, to assault through this, that we actually call, or if it's Bravo, let's say, if the roles become reversed by circumstance, that we make sure that the assaulting team is calling up that they're set and making sure that they have information that the fire is actually shifting off of this position before they push through it. Otherwise, if you're not careful with that, you're going to get fratricide, you're giving guys unplanned haircuts, stuff like that. At the end of the day, at the very least, your guys are going to be pissed at them that you almost shot them. And by the time, like if I'm seeing OCP uniforms wandering through my line of fire, it's already too late. Like, we've already missed a step there. Before I go on, does anybody have any questions on that?
Negative, Sergeant.
You're breaking up a little bit. I heard everything, but you're breaking up a little bit.
Roger. I don't know if there's anything I can really do about that right now. I'm just going to try to speak clearly. All right. I might get a fly in my throat. Sucks to suck. It is what it is. We're going to continue. So, in this situation, right, let's say Sergeant Stewart is set, and he's ready to go and attack this position here. Like, let's say he's within, 30 to 50 meters of it. He's within assault range. And he needs to tell Bravo that he's set. Well, what's one way that he can indicate to them without comms? Like, let's say if there's a comm issue of some kind. What's one way that he could indicate his position before he pushes through? Like, as a shift fire signal. Like, open-ended question. Anybody?
If you can see the maneuver element, the maneuver element could use hand signals.
I'm pleased that you're being that forward-thinking. However, how large of a signal is this from like 200 meters away? You would have to practically be muzzling me with your weapon, looking at me like through your ACOG or whatever to see that. It's not a bad idea, but that would be like your third or fourth option. What's
Sergeant.
another one, guys?
Smoke usage.
William, send it. You could use a smoke. Green smokes always mean friendly position in our signals plan, unless stated otherwise. So if you see a green smoke pop, and that's near the assault point of your friendlies, you can deduce that they're not just doing that to cover themselves, because they should be using a covered and concealed route to flank anyway. Now, that said, that's still fallible because you'd probably have to establish that beforehand. They may just be popping it for concealment, but still, it's something in an emergency. As well, what's another thing we can use? There's at least one other thing I can think of off the top of my head that's not electronic.
Red smoke on an enemy?
Not necessarily. If you're marking enemy position, that's wonderful, but that's not quite right.
Engaging the enemy, sir?
No, I'm saying, like, in this situation, to let them know that you're set, what's another method you can use? Like, let's say the guy with the radio, he's just down, and no one's managed to grab it yet. and you have no green smoke. No one has a Blue Force device to send a text message. None of that stuff. Like, what's like an absolute last resort measure you can use?
Keep eyes on friendlies.
Are you talking about
Well-
side chat? Because that's obviously not what we talking about.
No, not side chat. No, I mean, you can send a runner. That's part. So we've talked about this before. Up in the air whether this is an authorized term or not, but a PACE plan, primary alternate contingency emergency. Basically, have 3 or 4 ways in most situations that you can signal even if all else fails. One of them would be like I said, sending a runner. Now, you should do that at pretty close distances because sending out a guy by himself and sending him hundreds of meters is not a smart thing because he's possibly going to get downed. No one's going to be there to help him. Then he's going to die too. So, something to think about, something to keep in mind as we go forward. So, if you'll turn your attention to the map, I have drawn a very, very simple course of movement to the immediate northeast of our position at Cop Currahee.
Okay,
We're going to step outside the wire, and we're going to go around that little open area there, and we're going to head to the town of Grishino. We're not going to go on the east side because, I don't know, it smells funny. And yeah, we're going to go and recce the town. If I see contact, I will call out to you, and then you are going to respond with a, this is going to be dry practice, and you're going to respond accordingly, and then I'm going to monitor your response. And then once the contact, quote unquote, has been dealt with, we will proceed to the next phase of the training. Everybody tracking on that?
Cool.
Okay, to be clear, you don't need to lock and load. There are no bad guys. This is just raw like response to, you know, freaking radio calls and stuff. All right. Bravo, get formed up. Get ready to take us out.
Copy that. Right. Browse goes south.
Just make sure you're not going on that east side of that tree line. Whenever you push out of the
Everybody
wire.
on yelling.
What?
What?
Oh, we missed anybody? DeBeer, there you are.
Everybody
All right,
on
go ahead,
yelling.
me, dude.
Copy that.
We don't have radio.
Why aren't you responding on the radio?
Not our fault.
Oh, because I've
It's a joke, bro.
Alpha, you're good to follow me.
Copy.
Bravo, you're good to Charlie Mike. Go walking pace when you step outside. No sense in slipping in there.
Let's go and then switch to walking once we get to the barrier.
Copy.
Copy.
Give them a couple meters here of space.
Don't forget to repeat shit down the line.
I'll send it on the radio. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, say it on the radio. Yeah.
Take a knee here and give them a little bit more room still.
Let's hold up the fence.
Hold up at the fence.
Hold up at the fence. Copy.
hold up at the fence.
All right, Mike, we're picking it up.
Moving.
Go.
Go on.
Moving.
Contact northeast.
Contact northeast.
Contact northeast.
150 meters.
Tree line. 150 meters.
Infantry squad.
150 line.
Infantry squad.
What's up? Pew, pew, pew.
Confirm to 153. 152. 150. Fuck me.
Engaging.
Which way are we maneuvering?
Copy.
Is the Bravo
Infantry,
assaulting or
Bravo's holding, engaging. Let's go. Start moving.
Copy.
Northwest.
Moving northwest.
Moving
moving
west.
west?
Alpha moving northwest.
Keep pew pew, Bravo.
Keep those pew pews up. Feeling unprotected here.
Pew.
Shit.
Who just discharged?
Red smoke marks enemy position.
Red smoke.
Copy.
Go under 50
Eyes on red
meters
smoke.
northwest and
Eyes
then
on.
turn northeast.
Shoot at the red smoke.
50 meters northwest and northeast. Copy.
Bearing 075.
About 0. Yeah, right.
Actually, let's go northeast now.
Northeast now. Copy.
Moving northeast.
Northeast.
Bravo is turning northeast. I don't have eyes on the context this time. Shift east.
Shift east.
Shifting it.
Get online. Eyes on enemy.
Get on line.
East.
Eyes on enemy.
Eyes on.
Bravo Alpha's getting online and preparing to push enemy orb. Let's go online here.
Get on line here.
Getting online.
Start moving towards push to contact.
Push to contact.
Copy moving.
Bravo Alpha is pushing to contact from west. Up. Pew 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 pew.
Rap.
Bravo Alpha's engaging enemy contact. Grenade out.
Grenade out.
Pew pew pew. Grenade out.
Copy.
Boom boom boom. Right. Move up. Get online.
Pushing through it.
Bravo Alpha engage enemy with grenades and small arms pushing through contact. Pushing through last one contact.
Basically.
Confirm all enemies down this time. Move back to your position. Push back to the tree line and actually move. Push back to the tree line.
Copy.
Moving back to your position. Contact cleared.
Good shit, guys.
Copy.
Those guys didn't stand a fucking chance.
I need to catch my breasts.
Ooh, you can catch them on while you're at it.
Hold full position.
Copy.
Holding position.
Set.
Flames is set.
Chance set.
We got fucking movement north fucking 75 meters, 100 meters.
Oh,
Moving
sorry.
around.
Eyes on infantry tree line. Northwest. 100 meters.
Report north 75 meters from Alpha. Get on the left here, Bravo.
Right there.
Got another one
Bravo,
further to the
push
left.
direct north. Recommend even push west and then north over.
Eyes on.
Copy.
Behind the bush.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys are shooting at us, but if they are, you can bet I'm shooting back.
Contacts north.
No, they're looking at us funny.
Yeah, fuck them.
Direct,
More contacts further to the northwest.
Bro, be advised, more
Eyes
contacts to immediate northwest of last call position, enemy positions. You're gonna run
Okay,
into those
310.
contacts first. Pew pew pew.
Spacing out a little bit here.
Show and send a grenade to the northwest.
Yeah, I'm gonna peel
Yeah,
left here. Peeling left.
Let's keep engaging. Grenade out.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Hold position. Alpha copies.
Set on the far left side.
Williams is set in the center.
Bravo, speak up. Trying to move south. Really move behind us.
Chow, get some 40 marks on them.
Yeah, it's density.
Come up to me.
40
Turn up.
miles might hit.
Swap my position.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Give me approximately 100 meters to that tree line.
pew pew, etc. Words.
Can we get a dagger run on that?
The
He's down.
stepped in some shit.
Shit.
Pew pew, keep engaging. Contacts.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Get some smoke. Reverse smoke on those enemy positions.
Smoke ready.
Yellow smoke on our west side.
Yeah, west northwest.
Copy. Pushing smoke on
Careful
enemy
with smoke,
contacts.
or we won't be able to suppress.
Yeah, right.
Hey, really send a smoke over there, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yellow smoke.
Bravo
Red.
has to take up.
Give me like 100 meters.
Smoke out on enemy positions.
They were shot.
Pick it up, Bravo. Let's go. Copy that.
Send one to the northwest too.
Why are we putting up smoke?
Northwest copy.
That's
We're getting ready to
marking
break
enemy
contact.
position.
Sarah, get ready to.
We're breaking contact.
Bravo.
Okay. Because now we can't see and see.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Let's go. Start. Move south.
We're moving south, break contact.
Taking contact.
South, break contact, break contact. Moving south.
Let's go.
Once you.
Let's go.
It's east, right?
Roger, turn east.
Almost where?
Copy turning.
Thought you already passed us. PauseEx, PauseEx.
Got eyes on Bravo.
PauseEx,
Sorry about
PauseEx,
position, they're off to the
PauseEx.
northeast here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Rally
Earlier
to the
somewhere.
northeast.
Oh, they lied about the northeast.
you fucking liar. I saw Bravo over here.
Oh, there they are.
There they
Right
are.
over there. Yeah.
There's Sergeant Ryder.
What is he doing alone?
He's his own battle buddy.
He's a sole survivor.
Good kills out there, Archer. Good kills.
Yeah, yeah, that suppressive fire was fucking excellent.
Yeah, right. I loved it when I went full cyclic.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, you're excused.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Is everybody here? Looks like it. All right. So,
You're not on yelling, Sergeant.
about this.
Speak up, Sergeant.
Good now?
Ivan.
All right. Darn flies keep getting stuck in my throat. All right. So, we're going to go over this on the map for reference. So, we stepped off here. Good. We got about to this point. Contact was called. It was about right here at this position. It was actually supposed to be in the tree line, but I threw that smoke short. That's my bad. Whatever. So, you guys got right on it, but there's one thing I want to point out, which is that you guys actually could have gone this way, even though I said we weren't headed that way. Our direction of travel with it was this way, right? However, it was at your guys' option to move this way. It's not like there was any mines or anything over there. I just said we're not going that way. So if that threw anybody off, make no mistake. Like in this case, this is just, okay, we're in the platoon formation. We're going this way. Oh snap, we took contact here and we have room to maneuver. We could have gone this way theoretically. Bravo was closer to, Alpha was closer to this side, I believe, on this east side at the onset.
Ivan.
But not necessarily wrong, just something to think about. Secondly, as we maneuvered to position and we got set, I believe Alpha started to move northwest a little bit too far. Bravo called it into him and adjusted him back on the correct course of movement. So good on you there, Sergeant Ryder. That did not require my intervention because you guys just worked it out between yourselves. It's a bit of a hike, and Sergeant Stewart called up basically everything he was doing as he did it, which is not bad. Though in that situation, it would possibly have been better for comm brevity to just say Alpha is set once he was in position to assault. And then Bravo's like, okay, Roger, we're shifting fire. And then he just assaults through, right? So especially once you start getting up like onto platoon net, you want to keep comm brevity to as few words basically as are necessary to get the point across. Bottom line up front, and so especially when you've got like 4 other dudes yelling at you, you know what I mean? Like you want to keep that trimmed so that other people can get on the net and say what they need to. There definitely been occasions where I've seen it get so busy with guys talking. There was like 6 people going break, back and forth at each other. You know what I mean? So, anywho, all this to say, we weren't even supposed to engage those positions to the other side of that other tree line northwest. That was actually for later, but you guys saw them anyway. You started getting online. You started reacting to that without being prompted, which is good. So I said we're going to break contact, and I indicated that I wanted us to peel. However, Bravo started to move back toward the airbase. I also indicated direction, I believe, southeast, but that's not southeast. So let's make sure, if we don't actually know, like, if we didn't clearly hear the direction, you can ask me again, and I will tell you, and make sure that we're squared away, right? Like, if you've got cover, you've got base of fire, you've got fire superiority on these guys. You know, we can take a second to breathe and make sure that we're actually getting the call right. That said, one last other nitpick. Bravo was not set when Alpha started to break down. Sergeant Stewart, did you order that, or did your guys just kind of start gyrating that way?
I ordered. I saw Bravo pass me. I thought it was a good time to move, but if you're saying otherwise, then so be it.
So you weren't completely unsupported, right? You had me and you had Mike covering you, but that's 2 guns for 6 other people. Actually, it's 7, I think. I'm bad at numbers. That's why I'm an 11 Bravo. But anyway, that's, you know, in that situation, that could have been bad. I don't have a saw in my little HQ team, so then that's 60% of our firepower. So we want to make sure we have at least 1 saw talking while we're moving, or rather maneuvering, because movement is
Copy that,
just
sir.
moving. Roger. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what happened?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Okay. There's nothing from you guys. We're gonna go ahead
Sergeant White,
and start.
I just want to offer a couple of comments here before you move on to the next phase.
Please go for it.
Several positives, actually, to start. There was one of your troopers that reminded everybody, go on yelling just as you were leaving the airbase. Good on you for that. It's like earplugs, right? It's always good to have somebody to remind you to do that. That's a big deal. We hear the captain say it all the time. When we're on the base, not everybody wants to be fucking yelling because, you know, everybody gets irritated when you hear somebody's conversation from 30 meters away. But when you do step off, fucking amen. Remind them to do that. Remind them that. Remind them to put your plugs in. Get your weapon on a proper, proper safety measures. The next thing was, I know you guys are doing a little bit different with your radios, and somebody else called out that you need to repeat your orders, and I heard you guys doing that. Order came out on the radio, and then the fire team members repeated it down the line, so everybody knew what the fuck was going on. Spot fucking on. PACE plan is, I say again, is an approved acronym. So feel free to use that. We use that in our op ords. It tends not to be as detailed as you might see in the real world because we just don't have all the options available. But it's a great thing to do on the squad level to make sure you guys know what's going on for communication. The one negative thing I would say is when you guys were setting up what is a squad attack and was performed very well, I would say that you need to have your assault element being proactive with the call to lift fire. And I didn't hear that. If I missed it, I'm sorry. But, you know, when those guys start to move in to clear the area, they need to be the ones to call up on the radio. Hey, support, shift fire, lift fire, whatever it is. Shift is going to be optimal, right? So they can push off to continue suppressing likely or known enemy positions that are off the objective location. So make sure you guys are doing that so that they know exactly when to do it. I think I heard the support element call out, okay, it's time for us to shift fire. but they should have a proactive radio message to do so. So otherwise, very well. Please carry on, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant Beckett. He's completely correct about those points. Make no mistake, right? I may be crabby, but you guys are doing a lot of good work out there. We just want to make it even more gooder, I guess. I don't know if that's proper grammar, but
More
it
good.
is now.
That's how we
so,
do it in Havoc 3.
Fucking hooah.
Yep.
Fucking hooah.
There we go. Kill. So, gentlemen, I want to dovetail with the sergeant's comments there as far as the lifting fire, or rather shifting fire is concerned. By doctrine, shift fire when assaulting an objective position like we just did, or an enemy position in the field like that, it's going to be approximately 20 to 30 meters to either the right or the left of where they see their guys. Like, shift fire does not mean we're going to turn 180 and cover a completely different zip code from everyone else. Like that, you don't have to do that. It is possible to safely shoot somewhat ahead of the guys that are clearing. You just got to use good common sense. If the compound, like let's say if it's a compound attack and it's totally overrun, and there's just guys kind of, there's friendlies just sort of oozing out of every spot. At that point, you'd have to go to more of a watch and shoot, or just lift fire altogether. It's dictated by situation and circumstance, enemy resistance, that kind of thing. As well, speaking of putting in our earplugs, go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and lock and load. We are going to do the same thing, but this time I want you guys actually firing on positions that I've designated to you. Team leaders. While it is ultimately not necessary for you to micromanage your guys with every single thing that they are doing, it is your job to direct their fire at which targets and how much fire is going out. We'll talk more about that later if necessary, but for now, just keep that in mind. We're going to continue movement to bearing 102 for 200 meters. Bravo, get staged. You're going to take us out when we're all ready. We're going to Charlie Mike to the town of Grishino. We're going to hit that tree line. Like, if you look, Sergeant Ryder, you look at your map direct east of us, kind of that little protrusion there that looks into the town. We're going to recce the town from that side.
Roger that.
Like right there.
Alright, let's move out. Moving out, Alpha. Bearing one, break east.
Copy.
All right, Mike, let's do this.
Moving.
Pick up.
Picking up.
Bravo's eyes in the town.
You'd be strong on your right, Alpha. At least it stopped raining. It's nice.
Oh, why did you fucking say
Yeah.
Start raining again. 50 cal technical to the northeast.
50 cal technical to the northeast.
Outside town.
50 cal technical northeast.
Outside town.
It's outside the town.
056.
056.
Right of Bravo.
Roger, 056.
Moving on to your right, Bravo.
Moving right.
Moving right.
I'm moving to you.
Alpha, go ahead and get online with us. We've got the rest of the platoon.
Get online with Bravo here.
Copy, moving. Getting online.
Getting online with Bravo.
Getting online.
Getting online.
Fucking. Haven't seen bush this thick since France.
Let me know when you're ready.
Fuck. Williams is gonna be set.
Offset.
Archer set.
Archer's set.
like no solid cover here.
Right, we're gonna have to start digging.
I don't have a fucking shovel, do you?
I do.
Here, I'll grab it from you.
Contact,
Contact northeast
in
of
the
town, copy.
Contact northeast.
Roger, contact northeast in the town.
Technical at this building, behind this building.
Technical behind the building.
Roger.
Let me get a range for you.
The town. Be nice to have a bearing.
465 meters.
465 meters.
I heard shots.
465 meters. Copy.
Hey, there's cover over here. There's
Shit.
cover over here.
Bravo, why is
Let me
that
get
saw
another
not
one here.
talking? Stuart, all those buildings over there
Eyes on.
to the right of that truck are yours. I want you to put sustained.
All you
hours. He may have this shift my
If
buildings.
don't know if I'm meant to be seeing targets in there.
You can't now be able to see a town over there. Can you see a town over there?
You can see
Hey,
part of it
Williams,
down
can
from
you
here.
see the town from over there?
We can see the town. Do we have actual
I
contact?
don't think you can see the right side of town. The right side of town. See where that red smoke is?
Yeah, affirm.
To the right, that red smoke is ours. Engaged.
Copy.
Shift fucking north and go get set up. You can't see anything from here.
Shift north, copy.
You want to maybe move up to that?
Moving north.
Hang on a second. Let's keep get shift north for a moment. Repositioning. Can't see. Don't have good eyes on this side.
Copy. There should be some room on Bravo's north and west.
If there's no room here, shift to the north of the side of Bravo.
I'm putting a trench up. Do you want to move, Williams, or what?
I'm good here.
Keep engaged for a moment.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
Got no idea whether there's meant to be targets. John, moving behind you. We got red smoke on the fucking tree line east.
Engage, tree line east. Bravo, Alpha engaging tree line to the direct east.
You've got infantry flanking 100 meters in that east side.
Copy, engaging east. Bravo.
I'm starting to think there's not meant to be targets.
Slowly roll them 40s.
Copy. Holding on 40s.
Someone gonna push to clear this shit, or?
White. This side.
Suppress it for a moment. Bravo, how's it going? Copy.
More enemies are pushing up east.
Bravo, we get north. Yeah, just keep suppressing. Just keep engaging to the east.
Copy.
Copy. I see that smoke.
You're doing great contact to the south. Start healing, over.
Copy. Bravo, Alpha, move first. Break contact, move south.
Breaking contact.
Copy. Taking contact.
Breaking contact.
Smoke
Smoke
out.
out.
Smoke out.
Bring 40 smoke.
Moving.
Moving out. Moving south. Moving south.
Move south. Move south.
Moving south.
Holding is clearing.
Holding the clearing.
Holding the clearing.
Alpha's holding. Her mission.
Hold the clearing. John said.
Keep an eye east. Alpha set, Bravo. I
Watching
can't
east.
see you, so just come directly south.
Williams, how's your sight lines? I got a decent
Bravo.
angle here.
Just-
Decent angle. Okay, I'm moving.
Got a little bit of a rock here. You can.
Bravo's breaking
Nice
contact
rock.
now. Just hold until they push through us.
Holding till Bravo pushes through us.
I've got the right.
thought they were breaking contact. I have eyes on Bravo to the north, immediate north.
Smoke is hitting him.
They sound like they're still talking their saws over there. We got contacts north.
Contact. Bravo, contact between me and you.
Directly close.
Contacts northeast.
Bravo, Alpha engaging north.
I'm fighting.
Keep that shit north.
Focus on contact.
Keep that shit locked down north, Chown.
Bradley's
Bravo.
over.
Bravo, you still moving?
Bravo's like encircled at this point.
The enemy north.
Copy. Bravo's trying to peel away from that contact. West and south. Copy. Shaman.
Yeah.
Bravo, pushing his contact to the north. Bravo, Alpha's pushing
Copy.
contact
Let's go.
between us.
Pushing through contact north.
Yeah.
Copy.
Moving.
That stuff.
Oh, keep covering. Okay, copy.
On your left, Williams.
Yeah, A firm. Eyes on. Contact seems to be dissipating.
Contact in between us is,
Watch and shoot.
move back around.
Lift fire, bro.
Changing belts while it's quiet.
Okay.
Alpha, confirm that position is clear.
Changing.
Solid. Bravo, let's move up. Checkerboard, that position is set security.
Online. Let's go. Move up. Bravo moving.
Repacking while we're at it.
Yeah.
Towards the tree line.
The enemy forces moved from Krishna, holding here for further instructions. Alpha copies.
Think they've got a Wendy's in this town?
PauseEx, push back that 3-2 position.
PauseEx. Push back to 3-2.
750. I think they are northeast.
I'm gonna split the difference and go down the middle. Oh my god. Ugh,
Trees in my way, bro.
getting bruised. Please have mercy. I got eyes. They're over here.
One shot ahead.
I see how it is. PauseEx on Bravo's position. Isn't fat, isn't it?
That's why you don't skip leg day.
Alright.
Waiting on Corporal Soren to form up, and then we'll go ahead and get this rolling here.
He's here.
There he is. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to start by asking you guys before I do my thing. Alpha, Sergeant Stewart, how do you think that went?
Sorry about that. It went okay, other than it seemed things were a bit slow, but other than that, I think it went okay. I think all the contacts were called out and engaged appropriately. I don't know how Alpha broke contact. I don't know what Bravo. I saw Bravo move. It seemed to take a bit longer for Bravo to move, but they broke contact, and then we had contact between us, which are both engaging. I mean, especially the Chohan pushed through it. I did things. I did call the lift fire or shift fire, and it did seem to take a while to do that. But maybe I'm just seeing. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I've seen things, but that. Anyway, it was sorted in the end.
Roger. From what I saw, they did shift fire. It's just they didn't shift enough because of their proximity to Alpha. They needed to cut it way more to the northwest than they did with how close you guys were together at that point. But other than that, they did in fact shift fire. Let's see. Okay, Sergeant Ryder, do you concur? Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Thank you, Sergeant. First of all, I have a question. Was that a breaking contact by peel or just like bound?
In that instance, it was supposed to be bounding the way that it was executed. I think there was maybe a little bit of informal peeling in there. It was kind of hard to tell, like maybe fire team sized peeling. But as a squad, we were bounding away from contact at that point.
Copy that. Then I would say I don't see Alpha when we're supposed to be bounding. Like Alpha said, it take a while. I was giving order to move, and I guess we don't have radios and such. I have to double back and tell my guys, move it. So that's what's a delay. But I do not see Alpha when we were bounding away. That's the thing.
I had eyes on Bravo. I'm not sure about anybody else, but I did have eyes on Bravo. Obviously, it wasn't super clear eyes through the trees, but I did have eyes on them.
Okay.
Roger.
So
that's my only comment. That when I look back and run back, I don't see Alpha anywhere. So I don't know if they can cover us or not.
Roger that. All right. So, first of all, what have we discussed before about NCO saying "I don't know"? That's something that needs to be, for the most part, stricken from our vocabulary. If the situation is that you don't know, in that case, it should be that you position or orient yourself in such a way that you will know, because that is part of your ability to control the situation. That's one of the principles of patrolling, guys. Is control. If we don't have control, we're just going to basically start to become an octopus. So in terrain like this, where you can't see more than 100 meters pretty much anywhere from where we're at, except into the town where the enemy was, our spacing has to tighten up to reflect that. Obviously, it's dictated again by circumstance. If we were being hit by IDF or AGS, that might be a little different, but that wasn't the case. So, that said, I'm going to throw you guys a bone here and point out that because of the nature of how these dry runs are being done, if you want to call them that it's not as natural as having actual point targets to engage, but still the principle is there. Sergeant Stewart, do you understand why I called that break contact initially? Do you understand what was happening there?
I affirm there was contacts over here. There was contacts in town. There was contacts to our east, so we were in danger of getting flanked.
Well, flanked, yes, but in that particular instance, it was simulating essentially a double envelopment that was happening. We had guys in the town in front of us that were returning fire. We had guys maneuvering on us, the trees on either side. And in that situation, I have seen many people who are just perfectly happy to sit in the middle of that. So ideally, much like not placing yourself between two objectives, when you start to get, encircled in that way, when possible, we want to maneuver so that we are hitting essentially in almost in enfilade, hitting the enemy positions that are trying to maneuver around on us. So if there's two elements trying to flank, we want to maneuver in such a way that at least one of them can't do that to us. So definitely food for thought there. Now, let's see. Let's talk about what you guys did good real quick before we move on. You guys did once we started getting kind of cracking there. You guys did start putting suppression fire on the town and the other positions that were quote unquote engaging us. So that's good. Let's make sure though that our fire rates are being controlled. I'm not going to teach you guys the full machine gun course because that's not my thing, but the same thing that they do with medium machine guns applies to saw gunners. It actually applies to grenadiers too, and even riflemen. You have your sustained fire rate, right? Where you're just basically firing either say one shot every couple of seconds, or firing a burst every couple of seconds. like a short burst. You have rapid, where it's just get some, and then you take half a breath, and then you do it again. And then you have cyclic, where you're just pretty much emptying the belt, right? So team leaders, you can actually, it is within the purview of your guys' jobs to be on your guys and be like, hey, slow to sustained right now, dude, or hey, go rapid on that target. In fact, at the onset of contact, we should be going rapid anyway to gain fire superiority. But that's something that needs to be managed. There have been many times recently where I've seen guys run black on like 40 mil in the first 5 minutes of like things actually going on. We need to make sure we're staggering it out more. So like, let's say, for instance, if your grenadiers aren't shooting their weapons, or your saw isn't suppressing a target. So Sergeant Ryder, come up here real quick. All right, so let's say we've got that town over there where we're looking at, and let's say that trailer, that sea green colored trailer at bearing 051. Let's say that's the target, and it'll go something like this. It'll be auto rifleman or machine gunner, target 450 meters bearing 051. Infantry fire team. Rapid fire rate, engage at will. You don't have to go through all of it like that exactly. You can be less formal, but you can actually give fire commands to your guys and specify fire rate. Or grenadier, traverse and search. Anybody who's been to the machine gunner course knows what that is. Traverse and search, 2 rounds HE. That is within your purview as a team leader. You understand that, Alpha Bravo?
Roger that.
Sergeant Stewart?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what I was saying? Like, you don't have to rigidly do that, the whole, freaking, reading it off almost like you're a robot or something, but you're tracking with the concept, right?
Hey, from there, I think Specialist Fox has a question.
There were actually 2 questions, comments. Let's make these quick. Specialist Williams, you had the comment first.
Thank you, Sergeant. Yeah, I was just going to say with the fire rates and such like that, educationally overall speaking, like obviously it's completely accurate, but just wanted to specify that the fire rates were difficult to control without knowing exactly the composition of the enemy force.
Correct, and that's why I was saying it was a little weird with, smoke for a quote-unquote target, but we're going to rectify that here pretty quick.
Thanks, Sergeant.
All right, thank you, Specialist. Oh, I guess... okay. Any more C's or Q's from the peanut gallery as a whole before we continue?
Sergeant, are you continuing on with this index, or are we continuing on with mission?
We are going to go on a mission now.
Yeah, I have a comment real quick, Sergeant. I don't know if this was a mix-up earlier. I don't mean to call anybody out. But I do have a question for Sergeant Beckett.
Send it.
Did you not see me off to your left, Sergeant Beckett? I don't know if I made myself clear to your view, per se.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more clear on that.
When we initially started breaking contact, you broke contact and you said you were last man, and I was directly to your left, but I was beside a bush. I don't know if you didn't see me, but you called last man to the guy that you're passing, and I was actually last man. I don't know if you didn't see me or not. I'm taking it as you didn't see me, so I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah,
if I needed to make myself more known to you, since we don't have radios.
You don't have to make yourself more known. If you're well hidden, that's fine. Last man is also a call that the last man is moving, right?
Roger.
So if I did not see you, then that's good on you for being well hidden. But no, I didn't see you or hear your weapon firing.
Roger.
On some level here, I'm also just a single guy, sort of just keeping up fire support. So
Roger that. I just noticed that you called last man, and luckily I heard you call it, and I was like, we're breaking contact. And so I broke contact, and I was just like, actually, I moved past Nitz, and I was like, I'm last man actually, and called last man, and then moved behind you.
Yeah, Roger. I had no idea you were there.
Roger that. Appreciate it, Sergeant.
All right, gentlemen. I believe Corporal Soren has a little bit of juicy information for us as pertains to the next stage of this training. You have the floor, Corporal.
All right. Thank you, Sergeant. Everyone, how you doing?
Hooah.
What?
All right. So if you reference your maps, and we're going to be looking at grid reference 060077. Let me know when you have eyes on.
Hooah.
Eyes on.
All right. So this is what we're calling Objective Alpha, the town of Starry Sober. The town has been occupied by FIA forces, and they have a medium presence there. A little bit, they're using it to launch patrols, and we're going to need to get eyes, evaluate the threat, and do a quick raid at the discretion of your leadership. We will be inserting at grid reference 057087 and plan to set up an SBF and observation point at Hill 354 at grid reference 061080. Does anyone have any questions?
Civilian considerations, Corporal?
None at this time. They have evacuated the town, Specialist Williams.
Corporal Soren, you said medium presence. What are we talking about with medium presence in terms of armor and infantry?
No armor. There is up to a platoon, if that. And we know they're launching patrols. And I wouldn't expect them to get any reinforcements or anything like that. They're a small group on their own.
My next question off of that is, how organized is this combatants?
They're pretty well organized. They don't wear typical uniforms, but they are well armed and they are disciplined.
Affirm.
I've got something.
Yes, Sergeant.
Thank you, Corporal. Do we have an idea of what direction QRF might come from? You stated that this is a raid based on our freaking Warno here. So in that instance, I'm assuming that these guys have friends in the area.
If so, at this time, we don't think they have any other outposts that are nearby that would get a quick response. If there is any sort of QRF, it will be a group returning from patrol. So maybe a squad at most.
Copy that.
Do they have any air assets by chance? I noticed that there's a airfield down to the south.
Negative. That is a civilian airfield.
Affirm.
I have a quick question in regards to the markers, if someone can help me out with that. It was my understanding that SBF is used when we have a weapons team attached to us. Is that correct? And if so, what would we use instead for a rifle squad?
I'll field this one if you gentlemen don't mind.
All yours, Sergeant.
Roger. So, Specialist, generally speaking, at least in Havoc 3, the way that it works out is, while SBF is primarily for weapons, weapons does sometimes detach guys, and sometimes rifle squads end up on SBF positions, sometimes just due to the circumstance of the flow of the battle. Sometimes the rifle squad is the only ones on that position. It has happened that way before. It is generally preferred to have at least machine guns of some kind, but that's what the M249 is for as far as I'm concerned. So at this range, it is more than adequate to be an actual SBF position, even with a rifle squad on that position. Does that kind of answer your question, or did I just tell you how to make a watch when you asked the time?
No, that's fine, Sergeant. I appreciate it. I was just for like future reference, if I were making markers, I just wanted to know what I can and should use or what not, etc. Thank you.
Can I caddy off that, Sergeant?
Send it, Specialist, if you've got something.
It's also
for
a
the
recon
training.
observation point for the DM and upper squad leaders and team leaders to get observation into the area. If I'm not mistaken, correct, Sergeant?
Correct. Now, for an SBF position to be effective, technically it could double as an OP. There have been OPs we have used that became SBF positions, but it was not marked that way on map, if that makes sense. So, in this case, it's a guideline. It's fast and loose, obviously. We go with what makes the most sense in that situation. So, in this case, we're planning a deliberate attack on Objective Alpha. Let's say there's no other way to get eyes on this position before we get there. You have Hill 354. Technically, it's going to be both of those things for us because that's where we're going to get our first eyes on the town, and it's going to be where we would stage SBF from, if that makes sense. Or technically base of fire in our case. However, if weapons was here, it would be a full SBF position in that instance. So.
Just going to step in here real quick, Step Sergeant. Perhaps that position, and maybe just slightly to the north of it, would have been better marked as an objective rally point. I can understand the confusion. SBF is something that we put out there when we do have supporting elements. However, SBF is something that everybody does, and I think that's what Sergeant White was kind of alluding to. When one of your fire teams is maneuvering and the other one is covering, the covering element is the support by fire. Anybody can provide support by fire. The smallest element, a buddy team, can provide support by fire. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. I don't think that the Corporal Soren's intention was for that position to be a support by fire for one fire team covering 4 guys clearing the entirety of that town, because this is a huge objective for a single squad to be pushing through. So it's just a minor bit of confusion there, but I think we all get the point here.
All right. So, thank you, Sergeant Beckett. So, how this is going to work out, game plan here, guys. We're going to get to the SBF position at Hill 354. We're going to engage targets of opportunity in the town of Objective Alpha. We're going to reduce the enemy forces there and hammer that position with all the weapons that our squad has. We are not breaking off 4 guys to go run down into the town at the onset of the mission. Now, for training purposes only, we are going to simulate that another squad is covering us onto the town, like say if weapons were here. We're then going to move down and clear west to east so we can get some general CQB type in-mount type practice in today. If that does that make sense to you guys?
What?
Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question,
Okay.
Sergeant.
Send it, Specialist.
What is our contingency plan if over 50% of the squad is KIA?
Jeez.
We freaking break down and leave the AO because we're not combat effective at that point, and someone else rotates in and covers our position.
Planets on Fox.
More to the point, we're going to find the company CCP, which is not on SBF, that's for sure. Specialist DeBeer, question.
Thank you, Sergeant. We getting a re-on before entering the AO.
Please.
Excellent question. There's a box behind you.
Thank you, Sergeant. I didn't see that.
It's a ninja box.
Are we clear to re-arm, Sergeant?
If there's no more questions or comments, absolutely.
Don't forget to remove your radios for those doing so.
For purposes of the training, I want you guys to still, for the time being, not use your radios. I want you guys playing this carefully and tightly with each other. As far as like, actually, let me take a step back from that real quick. Let me rephrase this. Remember what we were talking about with the spacing in this section here, right? You want to maintain visual link with your guys. If you're split up, especially when you're in that town and you can't see the other fire team, there's a good chance you can't engage the same thing they're engaging, which means we're fighting 2 fights at once, which means we're not doing 1 team, 1 fight, and that's not acceptable. So, you guys all tracking on that?
Ooh.
All right. I don't care if it's just the top of one guy's helmet. We want to make sure that we have an idea where our guys are at all times. At the very least, you need to see where I am, like setting security. Like, let's say if Alpha's clearing a building, and myself and Mike are holding down the outside of it, and then Bravo's across the street, and they can see me and Mike holding security. That's good. They know where we are.
You got your nods on here.
And of course, we do have benefits somewhat of our devices. We have micro daggers and team leaders, but don't get attached to them. I've heard rumblings that they may want to not spend money on those anymore. So
yeah,
All those budget cuts.
We dividing this town north and south for the teams there, Sergeant.
we're gonna clear it west to east. I'm gonna divide it into sectors right now, and I'm gonna see if I can get down some controllers for you guys, so that this isn't too weird. So reference your maps, that MSR, right, that cuts to the town west to east. That's going to basically be that divider right there. Like, I shouldn't have to really mark that. You guys are tracking on that?
Hey, firm.
Okay. Let's see here. I get out my lucky Sharpie.
Sergeant White, do we by chance have any air assets in the area?
Negative.
Or artillery?
The weather is currently Popeye, therefore there will be no air support. Artillery, I think it's stuck in the mud or something. They're not coming either.
I'm just curious because the last time we did something like this, we didn't have a contingency plan.
The contingency plan is don't die and break contact if it gets bad. So.
There's bus stops in the town if you need a way out.
If there's 2 people left, are we just to call in fire support and just level the town?
Don't think we have support like that standing by. However, it's not going to be. There's not going to be 2 guys left. I promise you that. We will be breaking contact long before.
Are you planning something, Fox? This is the second time you brought up a mass KIA.
He's starting to worry me here. Yeah.
No. The last time we did this, we had this conversation.
Motherfucker's gonna slay our throat.
Actually,
I feel
were
like
you there
he's
with
holding
me?
something back.
No, I don't think.
I was. Yeah.
I don't think Nitz was there. It was another specialist was there when a few weeks back.
You were
It's a
with
good thing that it was only an FTX.
you were with Specialist Crow back then,
Yeah.
Fox.
Was it him?
I'm pretty sure.
I was just curious, what would we do in a situation like that? Like, would we call in danger close support?
You'd
and
fucking
just
run, man. You just
flood
run.
the area or what?
You just close down a
I-
perimeter and don't let anybody in.
Yeah.
Like seriously, out of curiosity, do we need to request a recovery team for that?
Fox, if you keep talking about leveling this occupied town with artillery, I'm going to start giving you the nickname War Crimes.
Right.
I'm just curious. Do we need in that situation? Do we need to request a recovery team? 'Cause we don't
Okay,
leave
let
Friday's
me
behind.
rephrase this. Broadly speaking, if the support is not here standing with us right now, we are not supposed to employ it for purposes of the exercise. That's how that works.
Hey, firm.
So we can
I've
sometimes
been meaning to ask that for a while.
Okay. So for instance, you could sometimes anyway, whatever. You guys all ready? Alpha Bravo, sound off.
Hey, firm.
Yes.
Okay.
Ryder.
Ryder might still be
Bravo's
on.
not ready. Bravo's not ready.
Bro,
Okay.
actually was off comms.
Still?
He said 3 minutes, but I think he's like taking a bigger
You underestimated
I'm
the.
back. I'm
Oh.
back.
back from his
It's quickie.
cooling.
Excuse me.
All right. I need to grab one little thing, and then we're good. Gucci.
Everyone keep an eye on Fox at all times. This guy's up to fucking something.
Yeah, he's giving me kind of a squirrely vibe. All right. We're all squared away. Sergeant Ryder, go ahead and get staged. With
Alright.
that thing there.
Stage around the pole. This stripper pole.
You should be right at home, Sergeant Ryder.
If you wish.
You taking it?
No, not yet. Brown's ready to go.
You ready, buddy?
Williams.
Hey.
What's the rule that's always broken in horror movies?
The black guy goes first.
Yeah, people split up. So that's
Oh, right.
When somebody says, I'll be back.
Right, yeah. Or looking under the bed.
Or
so,
when someone is having sex.
So,
Yeah, never have
we don't
sex.
split up and we don't look under the bed.
Yeah, Archer and I are about to break one of those rules.
Like, let's go, guys. Come on.
All right, let's go.
Bravo leads the way.
Follow Bravo through.
Follow and Bravo through. Williams is through. Oh shit.
Gone through.
Hello, buddy.
Like
Alpha's dismounted.
3-2's dismounted.
Let's not group up here. Opening barn. Hey, get inside.
Hey, Ryder.
Send it.
It's about 700 meters southeast to our SBF position.
30 seconds. 60
Copy.
seconds. On a course of movement.
Lots of open fields.
Guessing it's like bearing like 15160.
Be advised, there's no movement in the town bearing 260.
We're best to cut
Back
east.
to the south here.
Alright.
That's correct.
Is that what we're doing, right?
Friendly
East?
to us.
Oh. I mean, we gotta... we're moving, Archer. And Chown. Did I see Chown back there? Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sean? Yeah, we're moving.
There's a rider requesting to
On
take
you,
point.
boss.
Romeo is 3-7, send traffic over.
Hey, firm.
We're with you, Stu.
We're with you till the end.
You just tell
If you
me
call
the
him that
bearing
again,
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
gonna
my
be calling
distance.
That's what my ex-wife said.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Where's she now?
Yeah, and follow
I'm not sure.
us.
Well, why are you asking me?
Well, you seem to fucking know.
Wait, did the specialist fuck your wife? What?
Or kidnapped her? I don't know. I don't know what he's accusing me of.
Where you going now?
That sounds like he's accusing you of.
Nitz, where are you?
Where did Sergeant Ryder go?
Sounds like
He's
a group of
looking
dudes
for
lacking
Sergeant
direction here.
It's
You mean
Anyone else?
specialist?
Okay.
specialist
Gotcha,
needs
gotcha.
whatever that guy's name is.
Nitz isn't a part of us.
What are we doing here,
Hey,
guys?
rider.
Moving?
He's
Rider,
our
come here
Bravo.
quick.
Yeah.
Hey, check.
Wait,
your
he's
map.
at Bravo now?
Alpha, if Bravo's not
Eyes
moving.
on.
Suggest we take point here and create some space. Off
They
They've-
have the,
They've got the mine
detector,
detector, to be
and
fair.
we-
But we have Chowan.
And then down to there.
We don't do that anymore. We
We're not. We have. Oh, that's been banned
we
now.
don't do that anymore.
Fuck.
Hey, firm, moving out.
Make sure to mark it first.
Okay, just push up here, Bravo.
Pushing.
Moving up.
The problem is that Chowhan can only detect mines once.
Right.
Moving.
Yeah.
But
Somebody
the
else
trick
is
is to find the mine field.
I'm gonna
Wait
take
till
a knee for
give it
like
give it a
5
minute for that they
Sierra
push out.
And then in
Give it in a minute.
engineers.
It's nice and dry.
Hey,
in
we
here.
have a minefield there.
Yeah. Moving.
I was moving.
I'm gonna stay strong on your left.
I'll be right behind you.
You're so strong, specialist.
Oh man, I've been flexing. Look at me like that.
You're a strong and independent machine gunner. You don't. need
Yeah, right.
each other.
No, legit, I do feel bad about weapons teams not having assistance most of the time.
Watch out for patrols.
Every time I fill in as an assistant gunner, they're just like, "Oh my god, this is so good having an assistant."
Alright.
Nice little open field we got here.
Oh yeah.
Permission to get my ass shot while crossing it. Hey Archer, watch that laser.
Yeah, I know.
What you doing? What you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you working with Fox?
Walking.
think we've got a werewolf in this town.
Doggy.
Hey, Chan, how you doing back there, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
How's the weather back there?
It's same as in front.
Oh, really? Wow.
Alpha, we're short halting. Bravo, make sure you're telling people when you're halting.
I can't hear
What's,
you.
what's going on up there?
We're short holding.
We're short holding.
Short
Short
holding.
hold.
Pushing southeast east.
A clump of trees right here.
Are you cool with that?
If I peek in,
Give me a second.
Hey,
All right,
friend.
go. Go, go, go.
Moving.
Browse moving out. We're gonna switch to the southeast.
nice little grove.
We're adjusting southeast. Additional, I'm covering you on that open side to your northeast. Let's do this by teams.
Bravo doing recon.
Pick up, move southeast.
Big G's moving.
Moving southeast.
Southeast.
Moving
Moving.
southeast.
Browse Alpha.
Alpha is Bravo.
We're gonna have to cover them up
Correction.
that.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Send traffic.
You see that tree line directly east close?
Southeast?
Transfer.
Awesome. Go ahead and move to that. We'll cover you from here. Browse.
Copy. Move southeast towards
Where?
the trees.
Moving southeast
Bravo
towards the
moving
trees.
southeast.
Moving southeast towards the trees. Copy.
Towards the trees.
Break, break, break.
Right.
Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Audible vehicle.
Hold, hold, hold,
Are we
hold.
holding it? Holding.
There's a fucking road to our southwest.
Holding.
Alpha's holding.
Southwest. Copy.
Get down, get down, get down.
Get
Get
down.
down.
Getting down. Getting dirty.
Moving. Could be the wind, Alpha. Could be the wind.
Oh, your TMR was calling out.
Did someone say could have been the wind?
Continue moving, Alpha.
Do we have an Oblivion NPC with us?
Pick up your
yeah.
skirts. Just continue moving.
I think it was a false call.
Copy. Continue moving.
Moving
Southeast.
southeast.
Moving southeast.
So you understand, right? When we're crossing
Are we doing double time?
Yes.
Yep.
Especially when we're close to.
Oh, fuck. Ugh. Fuck me.
You okay, Battle Buddy?
I didn't sign up to the army to run.
Sit up here, watching southeast,
Signed up for the girls.
south and east.
Audio on Vic.
Again, stay in cover.
Copy.
Stay in
Confirm
cover.
automobile vehicles south.
Yeah, it's gotta be on that road. Yeah, it's a fucking truck going
It's
northwest.
like a civilian truck, I think.
Civilian truck.
We were told there were no civilians up here.
Then I don't know. It was like a white truck, so I don't think it was a military one.
It's a command or something. It's a troop transport.
Oh, it's a troop train. Okay, right.
A-firm, but you should be moving northeast according to 3-2.
Northeast. Copy.
Not for us, I don't think, was it? Isn't he talking on the radio?
Yeah, it's on our radio. You still see the truck? Is that some trucks still moving?
It fucked off northwest.
It was heading west northwest.
Lost that truck. Lost that on truck.
It was going up the MSR. I think it was heading
Going up
west
to
northwest.
MSR. Bravo's moving northeast to get further away from the road.
Roger. Eyes on Bravo. They're to our northwest.
Pushing
Or north,
past
actually.
Alpha to the southeast.
They're pushing past us to the southeast.
Copy.
Keep an eye on the guy with the suppressor. He's suspicious.
October 1, you
Yep.
moving past you to SPF position.
Copy.
Looking to a walk real quick.
I lost eyes on specialist spots.
Oh fuck, he could be doing anything now.
Kingdom
He's probably
Fortress.
planting claymores up there.
Move east.
I'm moving east.
Move east.
East?
West. Watch your right side there.
Right, continue moving.
Hey, Firm,
Stay
Fox
low.
taking point.
SPF is to our southeast about 100 meters. So Team 2, I need to get eyes on and do a recon up there.
Hey,
Team 1,
Firm,
stay down here.
getting recon.
You move a bit further southeast if you want, but don't expose yourself to town.
I guess I'll
Yeah,
put my
tree
pants back on.
Stay in a tree line. Just move a little bit southeast.
Moving southeast.
The first time I've ever heard someone not want to be exposed.
Alpha, we're gonna get preliminary eyes. I want
So hold here. Hold.
Hold,
here.
hold.
Hold hill,
Hold
hold.
it.
start engaging. Break
Going low.
Cop.
where you guys can. Dig in your
Oop.
position.
You're good. Just stay where you are.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
That's your tactical flashlight in your pocket, or
Go to the south and get
Uh,
online with Bravo and dig in.
move south, get online with Bravo, and dig in. Copy.
Roger.
Copy.
You may,
Moving south.
you may
It's
wanna,
an invitation rider. Let's go, dude.
Just being careful. Taking slow.
Oh, eyes on top.
Be careful.
here till they do the
Southwest.
recon and then
Again, we're holding.
Holding a. Yep.
hold here.
Copy.
Williams, you might want to set up on that rock there.
Hey,
Oh, you know I want to.
between us.
We're coming, we're coming.
What
Yep.
is that? Oh, it's the top of an Orthodox church.
You can move to that rock in front of you.
I can push up and get some trenches up between these two rocks here.
Recommend going to it after recon.
Alpha,
Roger that.
What?
Alfalfa?
did you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Get as approval as we need.
What are you doing?
Alright, give me intel, fellas. What do you see?
Stay off to the right of Bravo.
Staying off to the right of Bravo.
Stand right of Bravo.
Staying right of Bravo.
Road bearing 200.
200. There's a patrol on the road heading southwest. Bearing
Copy.
200.
Alpha has eyes on the same.
Fuck those guys.
200 patrol west.
What's
Yep,
the
those
distance
are already
on that?
called up. Oh, it's just getting called. They called it out.
I know, I was just relaying that.
I see.
There's going to be a lot of saying again, as it were.
Beef,
Didn't
I
get a good
got
look
it.
at the weapons.
Hey, what is that fuck? Is that a Moz tube on the guy in the rear?
Yep, that's a Moz tube.
They're
Oh, they've got a weapons team.
carrying AKs. These guys are carrying FAMASs.
Wait, Mazes or Famazes?
I thought Maz, because a FOMAZ, I mean, you wouldn't call up.
I heard like a Maz too.
Why would you call up a FOMAZ?
I know.
Wait, is that a Kalashnikov 47?
Black shirt. Is that a 249?
I don't see it. Is it? Is it?
I mean, it's a saw of some.
Are you digging these trenches, or are you fucking...
Oh, well, I
You told me you were, and then you're like fucking around.
Terminator-style weapons. Do you see them?
32's track on that.
Little teeth?
Cover me then.
Your little
Enemy
trench
have,
teeth?
NATO style weapons.
Can we confirm, Bravo? those
Copy.
are the only guys we
Enemy
have
has
on
NATO style weapons.
Good, I'll fucking raid their pockets for more ammunition.
You have a firing position onto the town.
I mean,
Wait, one.
it might be.
Everybody have a firing position?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we will now.
Shift off to a rock.
You know, I don't appreciate that.
I don't appreciate being teased.
I don't think we have good eyes here.
No, we got bushes.
We need to move.
Don't
somewhere
worry, I
to
was protecting
It's
our
like a-
side.
It's like a French cat house in here.
Nope, moving down southwest.
The vehicle called up.
Hey, stand here. You can kind of see down this road through this gap in the trees.
Oh yeah, copy.
Don't have good eyes on this side. We're moving for southwest, which is a no-go.
Alpha, we follow
Is that a-
this tree line down.
Is that a technical?
That fucking first set of houses.
Or a tree?
Yeah, just get eyes on the.
Is that a technical?
Yeah.
On the corner of that wooden shack, southwest from us. 240. I can just see the front of it. Looks like a Toyota.
Stay behind cover of
Be
this town.
a technical or gun truck 240 on the edge of town.
I can't see the tray though.
Barn. See the back of it.
I don't know. Yeah,
You see if it's got a gun or not? I don't know. I can just see the front.
Yeah, it's
Alpha,
a
we
gun.
can,
Yeah, it's got a gun.
Alpha, we can follow this tree line down to the road here.
Eyes on foot patrol. Looks like maybe 2-man patrol heading southwest out of town via the main road.
2-man patrol pushing out of town southwest.
Direction going to be at least a fire team.
At least fire team crushing.
Point on it? Point on it? What are you talking about?
They seem to be on a rotating pattern, so we can use that to our advantage.
But 483, those guys.
493. Fucking Jesus.
Archer.
Some sort of machine gun. It looks like it might be an M2.
Here, range that out and don't range it out and get ready to engage. Do not engage.
220, but I'm not gonna be able to effectively engage
215.
from here.
The fire team's reached the end of its patrol. It's now coming back towards town northeast.
Alpha, I say again, we can
That
use this tree
team
line
is
here.
pushing
We have
back
thick
to the
foliage we can take
northeast.
down into the town. There's even deflate.
Yeah, we're waiting on Bravo to do their moving a bit further down slope.
Nitz, if you can hear me,
Roger.
man, come to me.
Nitz is with Ryder checking that building out. Get Alpha.
Okay. Okay, Alpha.
A lot of shouting going on over there.
What's going on?
Williams,
Fox
come.
has a good angle.
What?
Williams, over here.
I'm being called by the guy who might be a traitor. So if I don't come back,
Knock it off. Just get fucking over there.
Williams, 400 meters to the yellow building from my position. 400
Yellow
meters to
building.
the yellow building. The church where that fire team is patrolling.
Yeah,
by.
A-firm.
See it? 400 meters.
want me to line them up?
It's a good position for you. Nitz is kind of.
Okay, I want to dig another hole, another trench here real quick.
I got you. Go ahead. I'll cover.
Digging.
Send it.
Eyes on another patrol bearing 159 on the edge of the town on the IS.
Trench up.
Moving to
On
check.
the east side?
Eyes on. Eyes on. A firm.
With you.
Additional
158.
targets. Hey, I got a target. At least
guy's
one
gonna be
target.
moving behind
Green
cover.
Building, 2 stories at
There's guys on that
232.
fucking
Distance
road,
is
but just went below
250
that,
meters. It's right
thing.
there.
Yeah, A-firm, they're going to be pushing behind hard cover here in a sec.
I got eyes on.
375.
Yeah,
That-
Roger. These guys have a lot more tubes than we do apparently. So, that's free.
Looks like they're looping back.
375 meters to that patrol.
They're coming. They're looping back. I think they've reached the end of their patrol.
Investigating.
Alpha Bravo, pick a target. Get ready to engage.
Oh, I'm
This
ready,
town's
baby.
crawling with shooters. We're gonna have to initiate at some point.
Well,
Shot,
that's good enough for me.
Be advised, marksman in the tree southwest somewhere. I can't see him.
That's
Get
in the
eyes.
green building, Fox. In the green building, 2-story.
I'm getting down here. Hey, get down. There's a fucking marksman.
Take cover, Fox. You just got hit.
Watch your height over bore.
He's down. He's down. Marksman down. Marksman down.
Guess we'll find out.
Confirmed. Marksman is down.
Oop.
We initiated this.
Might have another one somewhere.
Looking for us.
Alpha Bravo, maintain these positions and reduce the
This
enemy,
is
the enemy
terrible.
as much as you
sightlines.
can.
They're fucking
From
exploding
Yeah.
outside.
Might need to shift back.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, moving.
Bear, I'm pushing towards our guys to the southeast.
Back. When Alpha? The fuck off with sightlines up here. Shifting right.
I'm moving with you, Williams.
I copy. past you once you're set. Moving past.
Set.
Alpha, I'm pushing down to this fucking big tree to your west. Pushing.
Continue to peel west here.
What?
Can we continue to peel west here so we can get closer to the town?
Really should I keep engaging the town?
Can't see shit all the way down.
Yeah.
Are you shooting targets or are you just shooting buildings?
I'm shooting people's windows out. Keep engaging the team. You need to switch back to the southeast. Push back to the southeast.
Alright, pushing southeast.
Southeast, copy. Moving.
White
Copy.
smoke on the church.
White smoke on the church.
Smoke.
1040
on the church.
John.
Copy. Church.
Additional, Bravo, those targets sound like they're right below you, like that green and red building should be 100-ish meters to your southwest. Good stuff.
Or like directly downslope from us southwest. Reference bushes?
And there's
Somewhere through those.
Yeah, something it's like right
moving
over
to town
here.
at that point. But not before. How copy, Alpha Bravo?
Look at that greenhouse down
You
there.
have something, Archer?
It might be
We're getting like
or not a right
big fucking caliber like directly downslope from us.
Yeah.
Like maybe a 249.
Somebody at that green building.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is somebody down there.
Hey, Willie, there's white smoke over here to our left.
Yeah, copy.
Let me get you fucking range.
There's tracers coming out of there.
Yeah, 485 meters to that white smoke.
45 copy. We got friendlies downslope from us in that direction.
Yeah, Roger. We're high enough.
Alpha, we're
above
taking
that we
fire
can
from
fire
the
over them.
southeast side of town. Reference far white smoke by the water tower. Additional, Bravo, that might be that's your area of responsibility. Freaking Alpha can't shoot past you. Changing mags. Say again, 021? Roger, coming to you.
Sounds like it's coming from towards the
Hey,
church.
Cool. Stick with these guys, right? I'm moving down to Bravo real quick.
Bravo, let's go. Contact the east.
Copy. That whole east
Let them
southeast
handle it.
side is your area
Copy.
of responsibility. I'm coming down to you.
Hey, Mars. Height overboard.
Alpha, we're not
What?
overprotected.
Yeah, I think he said something like that.
Yeah, just keep suppressing. Engage what you can.
Oh, taking fire from somewhere.
Yeah, we are taking fire from somewhere. Window?
So there's no effect at
Person
this
in
point.
No, it just looks like a banister or something. We are super ineffective from here right now.
Alpha's engaging from the southeast. So we're here.
Push,
Hey, someone in that yellow smoke.
yeah, push fucking west, and then we'll try to get eyes.
Pushing fucking west.
Moving west.
Move down slope like 50 meters, like straight west.
Downslope west.
Where the fuck is 3-2?
He went off to Bravo.
He's on Bravo's position.
He's with Bravo now.
Roger. His mic is with us.
Yeah, Mike's with us. It's okay, Mike's a good guy.
My 3-2, Mike is with Alpha.
He left me.
We'll keep you safe, Mike.
Push over there, go here, and then set up again.
Going there and setting up.
Alpha moved a bit west, trying to get an angle south on the road.
If we move down to the road, we can move down. We'll be able to slow down the other side.
Nah. Just see if we get what we can see from here first, and we'll see what we're moving down.
Yeah.
Dig in.
Bravo, Alpha moved northwest, closer to the road. Contact!
Contact? Where?
It's behind that shack.
Yeah.
Getting shots from south-southwest.
There's an SPG truck to the southwest.
Excuse me? Is it active?
Send traffic.
That. Got eyes on the back of some kind of Toyota-looking vehicle, south-southeast. Reference the brick.
Yeah, Archer and fucking whatever your name is.
You're-
Rock wall and Burley is down here.
What the fuck? You remember Archer's name but not mine? I'm in your fucking fire team.
Fucking move! Fuck.
Sounding. Down in southwest. Set. Stay here, I'll let them know.
Yep.
Alpha, we're set. We are set. We are set. I don't know if you heard me.
I don't know either.
Get on your feet, bro.
Alpha, we're set.
Push down there.
I think they're coming. We're getting 40.
Yep.
Somewhere to the south-southwest.
That Vaughan had a fucking
Fucking
Hang on.
destroyed. I need to fix myself here.
don't get in front of friendlies. The hold here till Bravo's gonna be pushing down from the southwest, from the southeast, so the PAD.
Copy. We got fucking fire shots being fired from the south side of town, southwest side of town. Somewhere.
Yeah, getting to work.
Like a 40 fucking guy trying to range us out here. We got a white smoke right on our paws.
Go back to Alpha. Let's go. This way. They are here.
Bravo. Alpha, move to the road.
Give me a match,
Move
Mike.
to the road. Move to the
Move
road.
to the road.
Mike, I can't see it. Give me a match. Okay.
Push to the far side.
Get a fucking thermite on that truck.
I'm with Mike.
Yeah, we'll keep.
Let's go with them.
I'm pushing up on this cabin.
I'm with you.
Let's go somewhere secure.
Got a door. I'm gonna pop it.
Copy.
Fine.
Last man crossing.
Okay. Center fed room. Can't see left or right. There's a closed door front. Going in right.
Going in left.
Clear.
Got enemy smoke.
Closed.
Okay. Let's get this one here first.
Pop it.
Open
Hold here.
This door's locked.
Sean,
I mean,
Fixing myself.
Copy.
Rock.
Hopping.
go.
Left corner is clear.
Yeah. Corner fed. Can't see deep right. Going in right.
Going in left.
Clear.
Mike.
Clear.
Bravo. Mike.
Locked.
It's locked. Okay.
Building clear. Two coming out. Two coming out.
Two coming out.
Going up, Archer.
Don't move.
Copy.
Alpha. Fucking team 2's on the building behind you.
3 seconds.
Hey, this is nice.
All right.
Green.
Thank
Mike.
John.
Here.
Some fucking wieners on this chimney and start smoking it.
We're on the roof of the building.
Come off the fucking roof of the building.
All right, we're coming off the fucking roof of the building.
We're coming off the roof of the fucking building.
Did we thermite this?
Bitch. Just go to the fucking green building, okay?
Moving to the green building.
Moving to the green building.
Moving.
John,
I don't even know what the hell just happened there, but
Just shot down a guy behind green building
Set.
towards west.
set.
Here's going. Here's fucking building.
In this fucking corner.
Through the
We
building.
need to find a back entrance or something.
Back entrance is a no-go. The one entrance kind of deal.
Well, there's a guy looking down the street. So
Wait,
we
wait,
just smoke
wait.
it out to
Bravo's
find him.
coming. Bravo's coming.
Bravo's coming.
High low with you, Williams.
Yeah.
Just hold here
One
till
team
Bravo
is holding
catches up.
security. The other is clearing.
Shit.
I see him. He's the
Behind us,
next
behind
house
us.
down.
Next
He's the
house down, copy.
Down in the
Behind
left
us.
window.
To the west. Somebody look to the west.
It's southwest. Somebody's already watching that way. Say again.
Okay.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
at the
I'm
next
watching.
building. He's on the fucking street side window.
I'm not
Let's
clearing
push
until you
up on
get
this
down
side.
here. It's a
You wanna push from back?
Williams, you
Williams,
green?
come with
clear
me.
the
Hey, fam.
stick
All
to
good.
the east side of the road, bro.
Somebody come with me. We can go get this fucking guy. We can
Yeah.
flank him.
Let's go.
No,
I'm with you.
no, wait till Bravo comes
No.
over here.
Okay.
Copy. Holding it.
Jesus.
Chowan, he's the next fucking building. He's looking out the window that sees out onto the
Oh,
street.
fucking suppress the bitch.
One down.
Shit.
Bravo's on her way.
I didn't see him behind the fence.
Yeah. I think he just popped out. I don't think he missed him.
Yeah.
Shots from fucking. Okay.
Northeast. It's Bravo.
He's down.
You dropped somebody over there.
Alpha, can we push up here on the west side now?
Can we just push to the
Green
corner
smoke
of this
there.
Bro,
house?
clean his fucking building.
Okay.
We,
Let's go.
Smoke marked friendly position.
I need to cover right.
Okay,
Push him.
I'm with you.
You should be good to move up.
New Mac.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Patching up to be
I'm watching long.
Gotta get a tetanus shot now. Alright, I'm stacked.
Go. On you.
I'm popping.
You've got to get.
Hallway clear.
Oh, fuck me.
Stairs up.
Yeah,
Clear
copy.
right, going left.
Pushing.
Only
Holding stairs.
Hold the stairs.
One up on you.
Push up. What do you push up?
Hey,
Okay,
Roger.
Push
door
him.
open.
Across to the west side.
One guy down inside.
Bravo, moving to the
Copy.
Left side wall. Going in, going.
Going left.
There.
Hey, Mike, I'm here.
Building clear, building clear.
Watching
Building's clear.
south.
Copy,
Coming
building
out.
clear.
Blue coming out, blue coming out.
Take the road. Take this building with me.
Move to the next building.
Hey, firm.
Moving.
Moving.
Crossing.
Yeah.
Bravo, I was moving to the next
Copy.
building.
Be up high.
Okay, on the door. I'm popping it.
This room's open. Check that. That's a.
Fuck, that door's locked.
With you.
Door's locked.
I'll take point.
I'm moving up.
Gonna fucking-
Down red house. On the other side of red house.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go green smoke to the east.
And Williams, check yourself
Williams,
medically.
you're good to the corner.
Copy. Moving up.
Okay, I'm popping this door here. Up here.
Reloading to beer.
Drop one close.
Hey, Chowan's down. Chowan's
Hey,
down.
Doc, I fucking scratched my knees.
Where's that coming
Oh,
from?
shit. Well, that guy's worse.
3-2
Chowan is
3-2's
down. Chowan
Yeah, I
is
got him,
down.
I got him.
I need somebody on me.
Fuck did that come from?
Get the security perimeter. We got shot from the
Yeah.
northeast.
Northeast. We got friendlies northeast.
On my feet.
Williams, get up here on front.
Copy. I'm providing security for Doc. Jesus. I'm up.
Somebody on me. I need somebody on me.
Copy. I'm on you.
It's the northeast.
Okay, I'm popping this door.
There's somebody outside.
Center Fed roof.
frickin',
Can't see left or right. I'm
like
going
where we
left.
came
Copy. Going right.
Clear.
Right's clear.
Turn 'em around.
Yeah, let me swing around. Yeah, okay, good.
Copy.
Let's see here. Can we open this? No, that door's locked. Okay, we're clear.
Copy. Friendly's coming out.
Friendly's
Walking
coming
on
out.
Chowan.
Whoa, hold till, did you clear that barn?
Get online with Alpha. Go to the next house.
Just wait till, Channel gets up.
Roger, Nitz, you with
Taking the corner.
Check yourself medically.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up.
I'm on to Debir.
Just hold that angle. We'll hold here.
Hang in there, John. Got you.
This room's clear.
Muffin.
Debir. I'm going in this.
Let's just cover them.
Hey,
Base occupied.
not coming from now.
We got a shooter in this brown house.
Brown house east, copy.
Wake up, wake up.
Bravo, say again. Your team separated.
Negative. We're bounding.
Coming out.
3-2, you need to hold the corner.
You're in my
The other side of
face.
the door was locked.
Need someone to hold my angle so I can bandage my fucking knee.
I thought we still had
Here,
rooms.
hey, here, give me like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I found.
User in your channel timed out.
Debir, let's go around
Welcome
the
back.
east side of this building.
Copy.
Ryder, we're pushing.
He's
to
you might
clear
be
this
having
building.
a bad movement.
Think I might.
Catch up with
Clear,
us.
clear next house. Clear that house you're on.
This house behind us is clear. We haven't checked this fucking barn.
Coordinate your clears, guys.
This is
We have,
clear.
we have a shooter in this house. We have a
I think
shooter
he's
in this
down.
house.
I think they took him out. So
Roger, we've only cleared this room on this house. We're ready to move up.
With you, Archer.
Okay, moving
User
up.
entered your channel.
Cover me.
One dead guy inside.
Open the door.
With you.
This way, John. This way.
Okay, I'm
This
going
way.
in.
Fence, Debir.
It's clear. We got another door here. Get on the other side.
Copy.
I got a
Hit it.
door.
Open it.
Cool, I'm
I
going up.
need one.
Fine from my side.
Left far corner's
Okay,
clear.
looks like
Can't
I
see
said
immediate.
Can't see.
Don't move.
I can't see right on you.
Debir.
Going in right.
Go to your right.
Clear.
Clear.
Building clear. 2 coming out.
Contact
Tag it.
southeast,
Fuck it.
southeast, bearing
Aries,
south.
distance.
Alright, on you.
the next house.
Pushing.
Move up.
Bravo. Next house directly across the street.
Immediate windows clear.
Roger.
Journal right clear.
Room clear.
With you, Archer.
Yeah, this room's clear. Okay, I'm popping the door.
With you.
Do this by team, guys.
Be advised.
Okay, we got a hallway,
127,
multiple closed doors. I'm
127,
going in. I'm gonna hold the door on the left.
Copy that. Moving in right.
Crates inside of it, the barn.
Okay.
Room clear on the right.
All right, hold that angle. I'm popping this door.
Copy. Alright, you got 2 doors in the head.
Go ahead,
All right.
Left far
I'm
corner's
going in
clear.
right. Okay, I'm going in right.
Going in center.
Clear, going
Right's
in left.
clear. On you. Go.
Clear.
Copy clear.
Roger. Check this door.
Hey,
This
Bravo,
door's
there is
locked.
a guy.
2 coming out.
Clear, clear.
Yellow building. Copy. Just hold here for a moment.
Hey, there you go.
Shit's clear as fuck.
Cover me, Debir.
Behind yellow building, yeah. You think paint grows on trees? South, towards yours.
Made from trees, isn't it?
Left side of the road.
Let's take the check.
Okay, gotcha.
I was holding.
Alpha, we can push up to probably that
We're holding for a
fucking.
moment.
Okay, Roger.
Alpha, on that barn in the back, I got any squirters come out.
Clear on my side.
Copy.
Sure, this piece of plywood's gonna save my life from a bullet.
Here am I.
Oh yeah, totally. It's only made from the strongest wood product.
Beautiful.
Mahogany.
Yeah, but it's like it's spelt like really weird.
Yeah, it's built with a silent C.
Yeah. See? And it's got one of those fucking like, dots on the top of it, like
Yeah, an
in
omelette.
IKEA furniture.
Browse
Yeah.
clear on
Yes,
that side,
an
buddy.
omelette. There you go.
Yeah, keep an eye out to the east, right there.
We're
One
PauseEx,
guy.
PauseEx.
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 You hear PauseEx.
PauseEx. 50.
Right here, gents. Come to the sound of my voice.
Oh, we don't have to go anywhere.
That's nice. It's sharing the love.
We can see that popping up in the bottom left. Otherwise, you're good to form up on us You can, and 370. Also, whoever decided to mark that with a circle, I like your original thinking.
Sorry.
That was not sarcasm.
Oh, that was the first one that popped up, and I just used it. I was trying to be quick.
Okay, fair enough. Now, little like, just PSA real quick while we're waiting for the others to get here with us. So, if you have a building, like let's say you want to mark it in specific to indicate something, like let's say for instance last FTX with a couple buildings that had intel in them, and this isn't like an SOP, but you can designate some other type of marker to make it easier for people to tell which building you're talking about. Like let's say I called up that we had intel on the building that had the diamond paint on it. In this particular case, the marking just means it's clear no matter what it is. But that's something that you could keep in your repertoire of handy things to have in your back pocket, going forward. So,
is that going to be set up that there's going to be actual like identifiers per like building and stuff like that with all these different markings since they're new?
I can speak to that specialist.
Send it, sir.
All right, so going forward, X's are cleared buildings. Okay.
Confirm.
The other markers, since we do not have a defined SOP, they're going to need to be sent up on the spot, right? So just like Sergeant White said during the last FTX, he sent over higher net that the building marked with whatever a diamond, was the one that designated enemy intel that we could collect. Okay, so for here, from here on, we're going to go with it just like that. All right, X's cleared buildings. Okay, that's what everybody knows. That's what everybody's done forever. If you're going to use something else, you're going to need to communicate it. All right, so the little boobies you drew on the other building there, they're cute for sure. I like it. But let's make sure we're sticking with X's unless something specific is being called over higher net. That's another note that I'll make. Perhaps we'll come up with an SOP for Havoc 3. I can't say for certain whether or not we'll come up with one for the unit as a whole, but we'll pass that down as the information becomes available.
Affirm. Thank you, Sergeant.
You bet.
There you have it. All right. So, just real quick here, guys. Remember what I said when we were coming into the town? I want to clarify what I meant when I said clear in an alternating fashion. So you guys all know what alternating bounding is, right?
What?
Okay, if you don't, speak up now, because we got to get that remedied. Otherwise, I'm going to continue talking. So, I guess technically in this case it's more successive, but whatever, you get what I'm trying to say, where when we have a fire team on either side of the road on kind of a long but narrow town like this one, it needs to be the case for us where both of the fire teams are not clearing without security, like at the same time. Myself and Mike are 2 guns, and that's it. We can only cover so much with that as well. Mike shouldn't even be taking a forward-facing angle most of the time. So, it will take longer to do, but what I want to see you guys do is, like, let's say you're clearing this green and red, right? And you have another team that is stacked on that log cabin immediately across from it. Or let's say the other team has made it to the building that has the balls that Specialist Fox drew on it for some reason. So, in this situation, right, they need to wait until the other building is cleared and security has been set and guys are pushed out and watching. Otherwise, dudes can run up all between us, around us. I think some guy was coming up on this left side here, and it was just confusing, basically. And we were shooting ourselves in the foot doing that. I know it's not as gung-ho as kicking indoors, just, pedal to the floor the entire time. But we need to make sure we're prioritizing security in most of these situations over our speed and over just, kicking indoors and killing guys. Like, clear an immediate threat, sure. 100%. But it needs to be done in a controlled fashion. I don't want to see 2 fire teams, like, clearing opposite of each other and, like, nobody's watching the middle until I went and put my gun there. I don't want to see that. All right, you guys all tracking? Like, this is for your guys' benefit and your safety.
What?
Specialist Fox, comment.
Yes, Sergeant. So when we were clearing that building right there, we heard Alpha, me and DeBeer heard Alpha that they took contact. So I initiated the push to move forward, and I took that contact to the rear up on that hill. And we, when Alpha sent up that they took contact from this building right there, at that point it was I needed to take that building before Alpha came into more contact. That's why we pushed forward more without security, because we needed to eliminate the immediate threat. So that was my call, and I apologize for that.
You did the right thing. You made a good call in a situation where waiting for the best plan ever, we didn't have time for that. So I'm not saying that you were in that specific instance wrong. I was just seeing, even on this side of the street, I don't even remember who it was now, but I was seeing guys that were just kind of going for it, and I looked over and I saw Bravo was still clearing while that was happening. So this was not directed specifically at Bravo. It just means, like, in general, I want to make sure somebody is covering you guys while you're doing that. Even if you have to just, like, split off 2 guys from one fire team, that's still better than nothing, especially since Mike and I are prioritizing your guys' security right now. Just make sure you're always being covered by somebody. You're always having somebody on security. Otherwise, a dude's going to come up and shoot you in the back of the head. So
Well, that's exactly what Alpha was doing. One team was clearing, the other team was holding security.
Do you mean buddy teams?
A-firm.
Roger. Now, while that's better than nothing, I think it's best to have 4 in this case. There's a lot of angles in this town. As long as you're doing something, I guess that's something. So, yeah, I know that's a word salad. It's whatever. But make sure you guys are keeping that in mind. Like, if Alpha... So, let me rephrase this, Sergeant Stewart, real quick. I know we're getting long in the tooth here. If your guys are continuing to move forward on this side of the town, right? I'm saying that optimally, because of the nature of these buildings, you need at least 4 guys, so that at least 2 are clearing and at least 2 are grabbing security on your side of the street locally, right? If the 2 guys who went into the building run into trouble, like let's say they start getting lit up from across the street and they start pushing out ahead, you see, or if something happens inside the building where you need more shooters, now you're just kind of twisting in the wind because those guys are still clearing. In that instance, it's better to have the extra guys in reserve, even if immediately they're not doing anything at that point, and then just commit those 4 guys to the one action rather than trying to split them up. Especially with the radios being limited, it is easier to keep control of your guys when they're all working the same task. Does that make sense?
Whoop.
Okay, now, I mean, Sergeant Stewart, like I'm addressing you specifically. Like, does that make sense? If it doesn't, then tell me, dude. Like, okay, guys, I don't care if this entire town gets cleared right now. I want to get this right because we don't really prioritize assaulting in CQB anyway. I want to make sure we're getting this right now rather than, just clearing this whole objective. So, there's no hurry here.
Just to
We
be
can take
clear,
our time to get
so
this
I
fixed.
just want to clear up what you want. What you want is you want
What you really want.
a buddy team clear the building, other buddy teams hold security, because these buildings are too small for 4 people no matter what. And then then Bravo clears, and then holds security while Alpha moves to the next building. That's what you want, right?
Okay, so all that I'm saying in this instance, even if you don't need to send to send 4 guys into the building to clear it, while you are waiting for Bravo to finish the task that they're working on, you can have 4 guys holding and getting security. If there's not enough angles to really grab like the 6 o'clock or whatever, you can have guys going high-low in the corners. Like there's no doctrinal reason I'm aware of why we can't do that. Just so they're at least looking the correct direction. Like there was one dude who was being cheeky on one of those rooftops over there, and the angle I was watching at, nobody else could see it that there was a guy there, and it just so happened that I peeked the corner, saw him, and dropped him. And so I know for a fact we were not getting adequate security just because I was able to see that and no one else was. Like, so basically what I'm saying is even though, like, we kind of want to do things, right? like where we're taking our dudes and it's like, okay, we'll send these two and then the other two will do something else. Like, no. All 4 of your guys need to be focused on the same task. If that is getting security and waiting for the other fire team, then there's nothing wrong with that. So when it's time to clear, then you move up whoever you need to clear the building. If it's 2 guys, if it's 4 guys, that part doesn't matter. What matters is that our guys are pushed out on security. Because 2 dudes
And it's
outside
raining.
this building can't cover that street and that angle and that angle and that angle there. You see what I'm saying? Like, 2 guys is not enough.
Whoop.
Like, guys, does that not make sense to anybody? Is that
I have a question
Like-
for you, Sergeant.
Specialist Fox, send it.
So out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, where was the situation where there wasn't 4 guys holding security?
There was an instance, I believe it was this building. I saw 2 guys go into it. I'm not sure where the other 2 guys in Alpha were. I think they were covering. I was slightly further back and saw something up the street that Alpha could not see. And in that instance, I looked over and saw Bravo clearing the building. There was 2 simultaneous clears going on. Like,
Correct, but wouldn't that be, if you don't, I don't mean to step on any toes, but wouldn't that be 4 guys holding security? Because I know me and DeBeer were holding while Ryder and Nitz were clearing this building, and Alpha was clearing this building. We were actually holding short security for Alpha as they cleared this building.
If,
right
if
here,
anything, having
while
2
they had
teams,
2
2
guys,
people on
but
each side of the street
what
would
it-
be better
if you don't mind
security.
me asking, what is the how far are we supposed to hold security? Because I was holding security for their immediate threat. So
Right, and
anybody
that's fine,
coming
that's
up
fine.
on them, and they were.
So-
I don't know if Alpha was holding security at our immediate threat, because that down there
Isn't a
isn't the
problem.
immediate threat.
Yeah, until we
If you
get
don't-
there.
I'm just trying to understand where I should
Okay.
be holding security.
so Specialist, I'm not discussing per se immediate versus whatever else for threat. Like, look at the map real quick. I'm going to draw something here. Like imagine that your line of sight looks something like this, okay? And in this instance, you've got like a certain amount of cross coverage going on. Like, let's say you get a foothold equal, you're online on those 2 buildings. And let's say the Alpha moves up here. And then Bravo is still back here, right? Now, as soon as Alpha has this building cleared, especially with 4 guns, they can cover this, and they can cover this. And then I can put my gun in wherever I need to fill whatever other angles, right? Like, we're doing this as one team. Then Bravo can move up, and you just alternate in that fashion, crossing, like, your coverage like this, right? If we're moving up online, like, I mean, that's the correct way to do it. Like, there's no other. So let me make this even simpler. I am not a big fan of sending 2 guys into giant buildings. I don't care how simple the interior is. There needs to at least be 1 fire team covering 1 fire team, pretty much at all times. Now, no matter what those angles look like you can just toss that out right now. I don't care what the angles look like. 1 fire team covers 1 fire team. You guys track?
Avern.
Well,
All right, and your responsibility shifts when it's like this. The guys
what
on
he's
the side of the street.
trying to say
Right.
is
So one
that
team moves up
he
and clears,
doesn't want us
and they
to
drop
move
down into a security
as a
posture
fire team to a next
and
building
start covering, and
until
then the next one
the other fire
moves up,
team has moved.
and then you alternate back and forth like that. Does that make sense to everybody?
Avern.
Well,
Excellent. Okay. Now, all this to say, you take out and you clear an immediate threat
well,
for any of that other
kind
stuff that I
of.
said, but as a general pace sort of thing, it should
Because
reflect on what I just said.
what he doesn't want is
Can I say
simultaneous
something, Sergeant?
online room building
Let me get
clearances.
this rolling. Is somebody in there?
I have
So, like,
another
Alpha and
reason,
Bravo can't shift to
for
their
doing
next
this
building at
this
the same
way,
time.
because,
He wants Alpha to
if we
stay,
have
Bravo to move,
both
Bravo to
teams
clear,
pushing and
then Alpha to
clearing,
move,
and
etc. All the
on
way down
both
the line,
teams
rather
we
than
get
both
casualties,
moving at the same
it's
time.
very difficult for me to attend the one or the other team.
Okay,
Correct.
That helps me out a lot. Thank you.
All right, yeah, and so that's actually a really, really like salient point, because there was an instance where Sergeant Ryder
Which,
went down.
you know,
and
it
went
makes
down
sense to a
that
point.
two-story right
I
there,
think, like,
and I was on the other side of the street.
this type of shit
with
is
Specialist
kind of
Folk. He was
situational,
working
right?
on a casualty, he was not able to go and even attend that casualty at the time that happened.
Yeah, so
because of the manner in which that was taking place. Like there was not very
you
much
got to go with
security.
the
I
flow.
actually had
Like
to
if
immediately
it's
grab security, and then one of the
it
dudes
really
that was our
depends.
security got pulled off. And
In this
sent forward
situation,
to
I
clear.
think you can move simultaneously because it's such a tight,
So, in
you
that
know, literally
situation,
one
yeah,
building on
like,
each
I
side of the
mean,
road.
In this case, as long as we have control, and the enemy
But
is
he's
not
he's
dictating
teaching big picture here, so you know,
the flow
gotta
of the battle
forgive
for
the
us,
the situation and
which we
look
don't
at
let the
the
enemy dictate. Like
procedure
as long
from
as we
a
have control of the situation, it doesn't
more
matter if we
general
move one building an hour, as long as the mission
arrangement.
is getting done, and as long as we're being safe and we're exercising good security. So, that said, let's go ahead and get back into it, guys. You guys are doing good. I just need you to tighten up that kind of that pacing and that spacing. Like, just slow down. There is no hurry here. I promise you, there isn't.
Whoop.
Sergeant White. Bravo across the road.
Sergeant Beckett.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand
by.
Okay.
Take your squad to the next building, back that direction, and wait for the go. We're gonna get the Op 4, you know, ready to do their thing.
Excellent.
I'll give you the signal.
All right, deal. You heard him, gents. All right, Alpha Bravo. I want the same sides of the street that we were doing before.
This good?
These guys have better AT than we do.
Right?
Fine. I'll let you know if 3-7 says otherwise.
Just hide. Just hide for now.
Oh, we have no green X's in front of us.
3-2 is 3-7 over.
3-7, this is 3-2. Did not copy you on net.
3-2 is 3.
I swear I'm not trying to be mean to you. Send over.
Be advised, enemies are carrying
You're not a net.
green smoke.
Enemies are carrying green smoke.
You're not on
It's
132.
against the rules.
He was on 132.
I'm talking
also
to
carrying CLS.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to 3-7. Is there something wrong with the nets? What the heck?
Sergeant White.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you on net. I don't know. It might be my issue, but the course is live.
Okay. And so you're not reading me like at all on 130.
Check 130 over.
Lima Charlie.
All right, Roger. Course is live. Carry on.
Roger. For Bravo, we are ResumeEx. Let's get going.
Resume exercise. Push up to the last position.
Over.
Bravo, move to the last position.
Roger, we're holding.
Good.
Are we clearing these buildings again?
Nope, just push to the last position. We're at next building up.
Roger.
Alright, we cleared this already, right?
Hey, firm.
Alright.
You want to mark it?
All right, Mike. Let's
think
get
you
in
already
there.
marked it with that. Yeah, I'm marked it.
Hold here till Bravo pushes up.
Oh.
Bravo, you clear to move up.
Move up.
Excellent.
Online with Alpha.
Bravo, keep
Keep
moving
packing.
to the next building. Clear.
Keep moving out. Copy.
Move up to this corner.
What you got, Fox?
Oh, wait, no, we have cleared that.
He's down. Contact bearing 146.
Fox.
He's down all the way down the road, 200 meters.
Copy. Fox to be a move up. Come on, we need to hurry.
Bear, you good?
Breaking down.
Alright, near tech point, next house.
High low.
Move in a building.
High low.
Hey, firm, calm down, moving.
Gonna be facing out to that left hand side of the yellow building.
Team 2,
Yeah,
collapse.
Will they move up?
Watching
Never
out
tell
like
them when
veranda.
Hey,
room.
firm collapsing.
Yep, copy. Friendly's approaching yellow building. Shifting.
He's on.
Alright, team 2 outside security, next to tech point.
Bravo,
Bravo's up
gents.
online, or
Doing
both
good.
ahead of us. On you.
Breaking up.
Just push to the next compound
Pressing.
and hold till they clear that building they're on.
Moving.
Let's get security out from that.
Hey, open room on the left. Open room on the left.
Copy.
Push right, push left, Sean. Watch your windows.
Left's good. It's the
When they're coming in.
Breaking down.
Copy, house clear. Clear that
Alpha
building
Bravo
around.
got Got
Oh,
enemy KIA at the supermarket immediate
Hey,
southeast.
clear that building after you're on the red one.
Roger.
Red building, copy. With you.
He's
Okay.
down.
Shooters in
Let's
the
get
supermarket.
Cole, we've got their security.
Do it quick.
Okay, center fed room going in. I can't see far left or right. Going in left.
Going right. Right clear.
Clear. Got another door. Popping it. On you.
Flying. But stairs leading down to the left.
I'm
Okay,
with
let's
them.
go back out then.
Copy. I'm just gonna clear the quick hallway. Yep, clear.
Okay, right.
Sorry, I thought.
Good. Okay, I was just checking to make sure that they
Red
should
building's
be.
clear. Are we clear to push up to the supermarket?
I think there's somebody clearing the building to our left.
Straight down south.
Fuck. I'm pulling back.
Yeah, come in. Oh. I'm still in this building, Archer.
Roger.
I'm in the building,
I'm trying to get eyes out through the windows.
looking through the window
Copy.
outside. I think John, we're clearing this building,
I
dude.
see him. I see him. He's down. One guy down. Across the.
Okay, Cole, I'm moving back to kind of the middle right now.
Or 100
Building
meters.
is clear over here to the side. Bravo, clear to move next
Shit.
building.
Near the red. Roger. Red house.
Coming out.
Going this way.
Hold security until fucking
out.
Bravo.
Williams, you should be good if you want to get out of there.
Copy. Friendly coming out. Friendly coming out.
Roger.
Did we check the
Crossing barrel.
flow on this?
Yes, I
With you.
can.
Gonna watch your 6.
I'm marking.
No, you get this angle. I'll watch ours.
Copy.
Hold security on Bravo, clear that building across the street.
All right, Bravo, you got an immediate threat. You're good to get it.
On the right.
What's up?
I say you get low. I will. High low
yeah.
position.
Good stuff. Let's get back to the corner. Let's get back a little bit on the corner though.
Copy.
Yeah, a little bit.
This fucking grocery store's gonna be crawling with bad dudes, I think. Always have bad juju about these types of grocery stores.
Bravo, what's the status in that
Scanning
building?
second floor windows.
Copy. Alpha, from where you're at, can you still support them?
I still have eyes on them.
One guy peeking.
I mean, we can see them, but can we support them? That's the question.
Good stuff.
One guy peeking from.
Because we can see them doesn't mean we can see what's shooting at them.
Hey,
Which is
Williams.
green.
Hey,
What the fuck are you shooting at this southwest?
Archer.
Eyes on.
Shooter to the right side. He just went behind behind that yellow building. He just went behind the supermarket.
Wait, what?
Copy. We got a contact behind the supermarket on the south side.
Firm green smoke
Contact,
cells.
contact. Stuart, contact.
I'm moving back. John, let's go.
Roger,
Contact,
resume.
contact.
Moving.
Can somebody put a 40 over here? Can you put a 40 over there?
I know just the guy for you.
He was behind that bush. He just went behind that building.
Oh,
Move up in the supermarket.
Pushing up.
Moving up.
I think so. I saw someone climb the wall.
Shoot the
for
motherfucker.
He climbed.
Watch the back. Watch the wall then. Watch the end of the wall.
Need smoke.
Right side looks clear into this first
I'm
round.
going over here.
I'm with you, Stuart.
That's not us.
Okay, I'm buying. I cross.
Okay, I'm watching. There's an open door on the left. I'm with you when you're ready.
Yeah, I see opening. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, go.
It's
Go.
clear over here.
Copy. Moving back.
I'm gonna bump back
Got
over.
another open door on the
and
right.
move up kind of in this little green spot here.
Okay, there's
Going
another.
here.
There's like a room at the back here at the end of this storage area. I'm with you. I'll get this.
Okay.
I'll cover that door on the right. You push past me and clear that back.
Okay, left side look clear. Going in, going left.
They just
You
yeah.
get on the other side of this fence.
Clear.
Kind of lagging out, which is not helpful.
I'm in the main room.
I'm checking.
With you, high low.
Okay, I'm checking this room. Last
Yep.
room. Clear.
We got like fucking Arma 3 fucking
Okay, Roger, I'm going out.
weapon systems.
Second right here.
Okay.
The
He's
base
right
shit.
Spot to the right.
There, across the street, that two-story building with the green bullshit on it.
Fuck.
Got a golden name.
You guys good in there?
No.
I'm being
See
suppressed.
where he's
Okay.
shooting?
Grocery store's always
Hey,
fucked.
let's get. Let's come back.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm coming out.
We
Yeah,
have a
40
guy pressing east.
Yeah, he's like east at the next
What's the
group
story
of
of that
buildings on
building?
the other side of this intersection. This building's clear. This building is clear.
Call it clear next time.
I thought we did.
Bravo,
building's
the
clear.
supermarket's.
Yeah, we just started.
Oh, yeah, but he said.
We just get.
High low 2 bones.
Yeah.
White smoke, white smoke.
White smoke.
Thought I recognized that
That
musk.
guy- Yeah, there was a guy that came in here. He just hopped this wall, so I'm not sure you're right.
Yeah, copy. We did clear that far side wall. Stuart and I did.
Okay.
Copy, coming to you.
So, not saying there couldn't be more guys, but
Keep us covered, Alpha. We're going across. Here. I need.
Cover them
I
while
need
they cross the
somebody to
road,
cover our
Sean.
crossing.
Copy. I'm coming.
Let's push up to the wall that church once John gets back.
okay, copy.
Okay.
2 times crossing.
Push up on the wall at church. I'll
Pushing.
Okay,
as long
moving.
as it's not across the road, don't cross any roads, really.
Not gonna cross any roads. I ain't no chicken.
Hey, John, let's move up to this.
Pretty sure I just saw the tip of that door open on the church, but not quite sure.
Roger. I'm on you.
Copy. The grocery store is definitely clear.
Yeah.
Crossing. Yeah, friendly inside the grocery store.
Well, if you're second, I know.
I'm checking this hole in the wall.
Yeah, copy.
I'm just checking around this wall. That's good. I'm coming back to you.
Oh fuck,
Come
that
on,
was
you
up
let's go.
assistance. Yeah, copy.
Push up to here and
Copy. Got a gun sticking out of that window to our left.
right in front of you. We're gonna be coming up in front of you, looking down the road. Gonna get on your left here. Friendly.
Eyes on the front of a Toyota. Across the road. Fucking bush.
Mike, it looks like. Looks like some of Bravo's in here.
Stairs going right.
Be advised, I have eyes on a weapon.
Open door to your left. Open door to your left.
I'm gonna close it.
Alright.
That's it. I'm holding stairs.
I got you.
Move up.
Hey, yeah, remember you get mags on these dead bitches.
I
Copy that.
have hardly shot around.
Shit. Shots close across this other side of the wall.
Church.
Close left. I can't see left much.
You go in.
Hey,
Left, right, yeah. Good shit.
On your west.
Alpha is a lot of building on
I fucking killed him.
Eyes
Frick.
on weapons cast. Watch HE.
All right, I'm crossing through brick house. Cover. Where's the
Mike, I'm
beer at?
moving.
Okay, good.
I'm on you.
I'm crossing.
One down on the street. He came out from the right, from behind the fucking church.
Copy.
That's it. Pushing.
Changing.
Crossing.
This church is a hotspot.
Alright, watch this corner. Ned, come with me. Watch this corner.
Pick the flag out from them if you need.
What's he planning?
Fucking lock.
Is what the fuck?
I'm repacking real quick
Attack
here.
that building.
That meant to be a fucking.
Copy.
Send that camo netting? Yeah.
Yeah, no. Watch HE. There's weapon cast.
Okay, there's definitely
Oh,
shooters in
yeah.
and around that church.
Alpha dropped one on the far
Yeah.
side of the church, right in front of you.
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, Morris, I don't know, man. I'm not a Twitch streamer, man. I don't know how to fucking set this shit up.
Apparently.
Alpha, can we push up here?
There
Clear
we
the
go.
church.
Can't see that.
Oh, you can move on the church on the church.
Well, at least let's clear around it. Like, we're not affected.
I'll be swearing to my
Okay,
Christian
we're gonna
stream.
assist you.
Yeah, copy that. We moving?
Yeah, let's go to the right and get behind the church.
Are we moving? Shit.
Changing.
I think
Alright,
that's-
there's a shooter down towards the southeast.
Yeah, I'm
Transferred,
going
I'm
right
moving
here.
with them.
Yeah, copy with you.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Biologically correct words only, please.
Like where you're at. You've got good
Get your
cover,
science
right?
books out.
Okay, I can see behind the church.
Copy.
They have a lot of buildings there.
Confirm. Devere.
Bravo advance to phase line 2 and hold position.
It held your message for bullying. Like, what the fuck? We've gone too far.
Giant, where you at?
We've gone too far.
Let's go. Move up the other side, pushing to phase line 2 on the other side of the church.
Right, we got friendlies on us now.
Roger, I'm moving up. Going up
Actually,
this
no,
wall.
we're not moving.
Okay,
Otherwise,
okay.
we can't. We'll be pushing past this uncleared building. We move to phase line 2.
New Mac.
I got that hole. I got that gap on your right.
Yeah, copy.
If you can't get to the phase line, then hold to the next covered position.
Back in the day, you could say whatever the fuck you wanted.
Just hold here for a moment.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
A lot of do this, don't do that,
Call up once you're done with
and then
that.
do this, and then don't do that.
Lapse back close to the road.
Oh, Morris, man, I wish I could join you there. One day I'll get to the point where I just simply don't give a fuck anymore, and I can't wait for that day.
Copy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, door open.
You're good where you are.
Door open. In there, bro.
Flash in, flash in.
Why you throwing a fucking flash?
Yeah, why are you throwing a flash at it?
I think you're down. Hey, Williams, get over here.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, Challen is. Oh, fuck, they're both down. They're both down.
Get a frag in there. Yep, cool. Challenge back up, Stuart's back up.
Copy.
I'm back to my corner.
Ready. I got a frag ready.
Can't see shit, dude.
I think this is the only one.
Yeah, shit's so fucking stupid, man. Fucking, I don't even know where this shit came from.
Yeah, frag's ready. Open the door.
Down, Mike.
I feel like the enemy just kind of infiltrated our schools, and it all just sort of went downhill from there.
Move in.
Anyway, I'm not Prime Minister, unfortunately, so I can't fucking fix it.
Another one.
Go,
I'm
go,
throwing
go!
flash.
Another grenade in there. Oh, no, don't. Too late, too late. Let's get fucking get in the fucking church.
Am I over here? This.
Yeah. It's the best way to fucking destroy an enemy, mate, is from the inside.
CCP in the church is needed.
Never have to fire a fucking single shot yourself.
Look
Perfect
inside.
textbook maneuver.
You need to
You're
step
gonna have
in.
to step
for
over
fuck's
it.
sake.
You're gonna have to step over it. There you go. Bravo, you're responsible for exterior security at this time.
Torso.
Like they say, a house divided cannot stand.
Torso. Head.
I'm on you, Ryder. They've got that held.
Something for the headache.
Go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Like there's a an acronym and a group for pretty much every single person. You know, even like what we would normally just call a normal person has a
Somebody else from your team.
has a classification now.
No, I think everybody's okay. Other than
Leg again.
You know what's not okay?
I'm first.
This stupid little
Like being a cis white male, aka normal. You didn't hear me say that if Twitter comes along.
there's still two
replenish.
buildings
Oh,
up
nice,
to the
thank you.
southwest. that need to be
There
cleared.
dead
are
bodies?
grenades in here.
No, I'm
Bravo,
talking
maintain
about
at sector
my...
Alpha
You can dig my trench any day, Archer.
and check 2 more buildings.
Are you ready,
Huh?
John?
You can dig my trench any day.
Stand by, I'm gonna replenish. I'm taking more things from your back.
We're gonna clear these 2 buildings up to the southwest on this side of the phase line in a moment when Challen gets ready.
One time.
What?
Solid. Do we have composition on
You're
that army?
breaking down the fucking trench here.
Hey,
John,
what?
green.
That used to this
Hey,
thing.
let's go. Bravo is clearing
Oh.
2 additional buildings southwest.
Be advised, 1 times BTR 80 coming in from the east.
1 times BTR 80
One
coming
times
from the
BTR
east.
80.
Could you
I'll ask if I'm allowed to. What move?
Blow it up.
Go with him.
Alright, I'm going with him.
Security on me.
BTR
hold here, John, until they deal with that.
Oh shit.
Copy.
Bravo, I don't
Not a
have
dude across the street.
road right now, but it will have
Can I
to-
move,
Can we
Daddy?
push up to this fucking house here? Oh shit.
No, probably not.
Go on the other side of the church.
Let me get on the other. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Push back. Let's everybody push back. Claps back.
Pushing back.
Lead me harder, Daddy.
Watch out! Watch out!
Your back plus is clear.
I'm gonna get you a range card on that corner.
Okay. Wait, where? What corner?
Oh, there it is. It's coming. It's coming. Stand by.
Oh, it's coming.
230. 230. Back class
230.
clear.
230.
Rocket.
Follow up, Ready Rider.
Rocket.
Sounded good.
Rocket.
Sounded good. Oh, good job.
Dismounts.
Nice. Good shit, Archer.
Thanks, battle buddy.
Alpha.
Dismount.
If you need to keep clearing
This one
southwest,
move to the right side.
Clear the southwest.
Dude, Coke, let's
Clear these two buildings.
Alright, moving.
Alright, moving.
Come on.
I'm Alpha.
Going right.
You okay?
Who has time for range cards in the fucking in a combat situation?
On that corner, that's all, dude.
I'm trying to door on this thing here.
I'm moving with you.
Yeah, happy.
Check these windows here.
Yeah, A-frame.
Okay, I got this door. I'm gonna pop it.
Bunch of doors open inside.
Somebody has to
Going to push in this building. William.
Copy. Windows are clear for now.
You hold way to the.
Good shit, Archer.
Go.
Yeah, copy. I'm with you.
Clear right. See that?
I don't know if we're allowed to, but let's fucking do
to
it.
the next building.
Left.
We're moving.
I'm going right.
Room clear.
Going left.
Alright, set.
Yeah, Roger. Rear door is open.
Okay, I'm popping this one. I'm buying it.
Copy.
Okay, we got a hallway. There's a door at the back left. I'm going in left.
Copy. Going in right. Alright, I'm stacked up on your ass.
Alright, popping the door.
I'm getting fucking performance problems here.
Okay, center fed room. Okay, right's clear going left.
Right, door's
left's
open.
clear going right.
Copy.
Clear.
Left clear.
Open door. You pie it.
Pine. Cleared up in the left corner.
Roger. On
Can't
you.
see right. Going in right. Clear.
Roger.
Coming out. Clear.
It's clear.
Nobody's here. Oh wait, there is somebody.
Friendly outside.
Pull over to this. Come over to me.
Good shit, Archer.
Moving clear.
God, I fucking love you.
Contact that building.
Someone inside.
Eyes on.
I don't know if
Moving
I
across
don't,
the road.
we're crossing. Fuck it.
Yeah, this room.
On you.
Clearing this.
Challenge. Cross to Alpha.
Crossing.
Up clear at phase line 3 and then break contact to the west. Over.
You can cross.
Alpha, Bravo, priority traffic. We've got enemy QRF.
Enemy
2-0 mics.
QRF 2-0 mics out.
That element is too large.
2-0 mics? What the fuck?
We're going to finish clearing to phase line 3 and then exfil the way we did to the west.
Copy.
Over.
Alpha copy though. We're gonna.
Is that even something to call up?
Clear to phase line 3 and then GTFO.
Roger.
Bravo, clear that building out.
Hey, Alpha, due southeast, you've got another. Peak for that.
It's coming from over there somewhere.
Copy.
Going.
Two cities is what?
I said, let's get some cross coverage
Williams,
going.
I'm on your
We got
right here,
dudes
just
shooting
checking
there.
behind you.
Well,
This
this
building's
building's
also-
Copy.
Okay.
Oh, the next building in the doorway.
One down.
Right here.
Copy on you.
Yeah, Stuart.
Yes.
Stuart, right here.
You,
Crossing behind.
that wood shack over there.
Someone is down.
Yeah, eyes on.
Alpha, you good?
Somebody on me. Getting this.
Getting squeezed.
Hey, we gotta collapse. They got a
Yeah.
casualty.
Collapsing.
Take security. I will work on it.
Hey, this fucking shack and the one to the right of it are occupied.
Okay.
It's fucking Bushman.
Building, the next building in the doorway.
I'm not
Okay,
fucking
I
going on
need
there.
one. I need
Yeah,
one.
not-
On
Flash
you.
is going in.
Bravo, that corner's too spicy for me. I
This
can't
room
move
is
out
clear.
there.
Okay.
John,
Going in
you
right.
pay attention to
Yeah.
me?
Negative.
Pop in the door.
Well, the spiders inside are blind.
That door open left, stairs left. I'm going in
That
left.
too close front on you. Right's clear.
Okay,
What was that noise?
I'm gonna peek this left side.
You guys still alive in there?
One in the corner, frag it, frag it.
Watch the high window, dude.
It's in there.
Cover me, cover me.
I was gonna say, could he pull the pin?
Okay,
He's down.
as I would expect. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're going up.
Just see us
It's
that
right
corner.
behind us.
Clear.
It's right behind us.
Right
Back
here.
down.
Okay, I'm getting this door on the right.
Probably from the yellow building.
Well, this
Clear.
one we're on is not clear.
Popping this one on the left.
Bravo, is that building you're on?
Why is he
clear?
still clearing rooms by himself? Hey, what the fuck?
Fine. And we're clear. All
Okay.
clear in here.
Chowhan, do you know if we've checked this?
Shit.
Negative, we haven't.
Green.
Okay, somebody on me.
Copy, I'm going with Sergeant White.
Yeah.
Someone
Okay.
take that corner.
Yeah.
That dead guy in the middle of the hallway, I'm going left.
Copy. I'm
I'm
going right.
pushing up to this greenhouse to hold security here.
Yeah, copy with you.
I'm covering
I'll get
hallway
right.
while you check.
Got left.
Okay, I need at least one more, guys.
We need
Chowhan's
one
got
more
hallway security.
inside.
Mike's in.
All right, I'm gonna open this at the.
My side
Good
looks
angle
clear.
That's Bravo.
Okay,
Okay, going left.
copy.
That's
Clear.
you dead, dude. Good with that.
Okay, bump up, Chowhan.
Copy, clearing.
Popping this one.
Copy.
My side looks clear.
Going in right.
Hey,
Hey,
Clear.
as soon as Sharon's on this
These
building,
two
clear
go-
up
these two
to
right
that
here go
piece
to
of
the
shit
same
building you're
room.
on.
copy. We'll clear this piece of shit after your challenge back up on you.
Copy. Clear. Copy. I'm gonna just.
Copy that, Archer.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Copy.
Alpha Bravo, be advised. ISR indicates enemy forces have pulled back to the east
I'm
in
green. I'm
preparation
here.
for. We're gonna break down now.
The traffic's breaking up.
We're breaking down.
He's saying we're gonna breaking down now.
We're not transmitting. Nope.
Alpha Bravo, how copy?
Yeah.
Alpha, are we breaking contact?
Wait one. Alpha here.
Yeah, mic issue. Or sorry, radio issue.
Yeah, okay, Roger.
I think we've got a. We've got a problem.
What do you mean? Oh, Mike.
I'm good. I'm good. Alpha Bravo, we're breaking contact northwest. Enemy forces have pulled
Break
back.
contact
away
northwest.
Ahead.
Breaking contact. Copy.
Smoke out. Smoke out.
Smoke out.
Smoke.
Green smoke for concealment. Not on purpose, but. Fucking yeah.
Smoke for concealment.
You're the last one, Challen. Challen, last man,
Can I
last
take
man.
with you?
Moving.
I need to
Can I
go.
take you with me?
Yeah, you need to take me and move me.
Like moving.
Bro, you move northwest.
Yes.
Where are you two?
They're behind us. On the other side of the wall, I think.
Because I have to go. Just a second.
Like they all say. That was. Oh,
Challen's still behind us here.
I'm with you. I'm just.
I'm on 3 7 positions. Are we holding there?
holding northeast corner.
To the west side of town.
Keep moving.
Moving.
Keep moving.
Smoke out.
Be advised, Fox is out of smokes.
I got smoke behind us. We're fine.
White's got extra smokes.
We're also not being shot at, so
Resupply once we get
I
out
don't
of
think the
town.
smoke's even that relevant right now. I'm probably not going to run
Moving
on the
past
road,
me.
though. Moving past.
Keep on trucking.
I'm not an 88 Mike. I don't truck.
Wow. Those guys keep our fucking grocery stores filled.
Good, guys. Here's good.
Up in here.
I'm gonna catch
All
my
stations,
breath.
this net, be advised, we are index. Condition for your weapons, rally on green smoke.
Index, condition 4.
Did you see that?
And I'm back.
Okay, I've got you. Stand by.
Okay.
We're index, Mike. Go ahead and condition 4.
One mic.
Nobody died. I'm pretty sure I used like
All right.
maybe a third, no, maybe a quarter of a belt. So,
Oh, right. So,
but you know, we learned things today.
as pertains to what was said at the last PauseEx, right? I know I'm being nitpicky, but like our focus isn't really
What did I learn?
CQB as far as
I learned not
you
to
know,
think.
Like as far as our squad's disposition in the platoon, that tends to not be our job. However, we need to maintain familiarity with it in the event that we have to reinforce the assault squads if they need extra guns. So we need to know our way around these sorts of things. I know I'm a bit of an ass about getting it right, but if we're not going to get it right, we may as well go home.
I mean, we know how to operate without radios now. So, not that we didn't before.
I'm this way because
yeah.
I know some people were kind of stank-eyeing me in there. It is what it is.
That's true, Connor.
It's
That's
tough
true.
love. So, yeah. As for the later stages of this
Monkey
clearance,
see, monkey do.
I think it was much improved.
And I am a
over
monkey.
The phase at which we stopped. However, there is one thing that I want to put on the table for your guys' consideration going forward. So we were stopped at, I believe, this position here, right, where there was this church building. There was some jerk in there that we killed. Well, whatever. Anyway, Bravo was over here on phase line 2, on that kind of that northeasternmost extent. In that situation where Bravo needed to continue pushing that way, there is nothing wrong with Bravo saying, hey, hold on, this lane isn't clear yet. And having us, as long as the situation permits us to just hold and wait for them, or to maintain visual on them, right, and be able to work close together. We could even, as necessary, cross back over. We kind of want to avoid that, but since we're one squad...
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
technically, every building is a phase line, right?
unnecessarily, or letting Bravo get jacked up, right? So Sergeant Ryder, for you, basically, if you have to continue clearing that way and you lose visual on us, you do need to push that over to us. That's probably my main like improve for tonight for all you guys, is to make sure that you're actually verbalizing what you are doing. There were several times I had to actually relay something that could have been sent over net by the team leaders. Other than that, just considering that in that situation where you collapse up, right? Other than that, I don't think I have anything else off the top of my head. Sergeant Stewart, Alpha, anything from you?
Well, that's pretty good. No negatives per se.
Nothing springs to mind other than we were on at church for a little bit, and those guys inside it, and so we had to kind of deal with that at the time. I think, but at that time we were on a church. Bravo already, well, they hadn't collapsed back, but they were already done clearing on us, etc. But anyway, irrelevant at this point. Thanks, Philins. Thanks, Mike.
Roger. That church building was a little weird because of the way that the lanes were for us. In that instance, it ended up being kind of as far as I know, there wasn't an easy way to get into that building without going on a side that was A, it was not the known side, B, that side was unclear, and C, there were enemy positions looking at it. So, in that instance, as I recall, we opted to use our throwables. We made entry. It was hard to get through that threshold, like people were tripping over it on their way in. That was, as far as I know, nothing we could have done anything about that. But, yeah, we still took that position. We still killed the guy in there that was giving us trouble, and we got it done. And then we attended our casualties, so.
Both
I
guys
guess in this
started. There were 2 in there, and one of your frags did the business. So, well done on it.
Roger.
Oh, that is a sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Sergeant, is I only saw one guy that was up whenever we made entry, and I killed him myself. So
The frag got the other guy. So, yeah, good work on the throwables.
Well, that's why we carry him. Continue, Sergeant Stewart.
I would have preferred to have a frag go in first versus a flash, which was thrown first in the building, given its size, and we were taking active fire from it.
Yeah, and we were already told that there were no civilians in here, so we shouldn't really be
Roger.
using
I think
flashes
Special
very much.
Challenge was just trying to be respectful of places.
Oh,
of
the
worship,
church,
so,
yeah, true.
I expect perhaps we can give them a pass, but in this instance, no civilians were present in the AO.
But they turned it into a
To try to
combat zone
avoid
first.
Collateral,
To be fair.
Damage, right? If it's like a life or death situation, and there's no civilians in there,
As much as
you
we don't
should
want
pop
to
the frag,
blow up a
100%,
fucking
first time every time.
statue of Jesus,
That's why
if
we
there's a
have
guy
to
hiding
kill the
behind
bad
it,
guys. So,
shit's going down.
moving on, Sergeant Ryder, bravo.
Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you, fill-in. I have nothing.
Roger that.
I'm sure
Speaking of
Jesus would
which,
give us a
I
pass.
Forgot to get your attendance. Let me do that now. All right, good deal. Specialist Koch, medical. Anything from you?
Thank you, Sergeant. I only used 1 blood bag and we were all hit at some time, so good job of keeping yourself together.
I don't think we really faced enough combat to be bandaging all that much.
You, Sergeant. Or Special, excuse me, not Sergeant.
Damn, promotion. Field promotion.
Only Sergeant in my heart. Let's see, going down the line.
Feel
promoted. All right. Sergeant Beckett, as a 3-7, do you have anything?
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll say just one thing to the squad. I think that after your PauseEx, you guys did manage to move just a bit better, securing each side of the road, as you had directed. So good follow in that order. The only thing I'll say is if I could just have a moment with you and Ares in my office once we're done.
You as in myself, Sergeant Beckett?
You as in yourself.
Okay. That's fine by me. So let's see. Corporal Soren is Ares.
Video.
Speak up, Corporal.
Thank you. Thank you,
Sergeant Ryder.
I only have one question. Did you all have a good time?
I did, thank you.
Yeah, that is all.
This guy being all
Thank you,
proper and posh. Thank you, Corporal. And of course, I know it was already mentioned. I am bad about mentioning, but thank you to the fill-ins. Indeed, we can't do it without you.
Maybe I
Caesar
didn't
Q's
miss
from the
Ryder.
floor. I know you've got
Didn't even
something.
hear him say anything.
Yep, Specialist Fox and
You and Sergeant Beckett after this.
What?
What?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, what? Yeah.
Can I
didn't
see
get
Sergeant White and Sergeant Beckett after this?
I'll be around.
I don't see why not. Would you like to bring your team leader as well, or?
No, it's just SOP.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like fucking Lieutenant Fox.
Yeah, I've got time. All right. Any other Caesar Q's from the floor? You guys got 3 seconds. Any itching, burning questions? Anything you wanted to point out that happened?
I have an itching, burning rash.
Oh gosh.
You know they make something
Should
for that,
see a
right?
doctor.
Told you not to touch me.
All right. Wow. Okay, guys, you're dismissed. Please don't get us another sharp brief.
User
That's what
left
they call
your
it, right?
channel.
Sexual harassment. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So.
Whoop.
What?
Hey, Sergeant Stewart and White.
User disconnected
Yes,
from
sir.
your channel.
Ugh.
User left your channel.
Fucking.
I won't be coming for the
Not really a
training
mission, but
tomorrow.
What?
as you mission completes, Crane, just say you
I'll
guys,
be out of town.
User joined your channel.
You have what?
I'll be going out of town, so
kill 3 people.
I don't have
User
access.
left
Fuck
your
yeah.
channel.
See you next time. Have a good
User
time.
Alright,
left your channel.
Gentlemen, as you just heard, there is in fact task force tomorrow. So, yeah, you
Indeed.
guys know the drill. But you are
As
dismissed.
he says, there is a task force,
And,
which I
let's
will
see,
be
I need
streaming.
to juggle. I need to juggle a
I
couple
might
things.
see that. Thanks for
Fox,
coming out,
go ahead and
Morris.
just,
Connor, I don't
just
know if
sit
he's still
tight
there,
wherever
but
you are. I'm
thanks
gonna
for
hop up and
popping
talk
your head in.
to the boss. So
Yeah, that's fine.
It's nice having somebody on my shoulder,
Stupid quick.
Okay.
giggling about the shit that's going on.
I'm gonna leave for my bed. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
I'll catch you guys in the next one.
User disconnected from your channel. User